Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We are back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I want to talk about this particular video that I seen by a YouTuber that we have to debunk. I was just walking through the YouTube streets and I came across this where a YouTuber named Miss Lowdown. Again, guys, when you come to this platform, right, you got to understand that I focus on breaking down videos, doing reactions, and I also call out the liars who are manipulating the viewers in order to get clicks and views. This YouTuber named Miss Lowdown, she been lying about the Ashley Janae case. She been lying about the Karmelo Anthony. She lies about everything. Like pretty much everything she lies about, right? So she put out misleading information, and I want to debunk this. And before we begin, this is a screenshot of her video and her platform, because I want to show you guys why you folks that rock with Ringo TV, you got to do better. You really got to do better, guys, when it comes to supporting this platform. She put out a misleading video, lying, and literally got about 10,000 views, 1,200 likes, and the video is a lie. Nothing in her video is true. And it just goes to show you that it seems like the people that lie, right, they get supported. The ones like me that actually speaks the truth, it's always some nonsense, some foolishness. Like, I just don't get it. You know? It don't make no sense. Like, think about this, guys. I just started the show, right? You got some idiot in the live chat already. Slick whatever. Ringo Dingo on some more nonsense. Let me just put your dumb ass on the block list right away. I just started the show, and this idiot shows up right away. You ever notice that, guys? Like, I just started the show. And so to the mods, look, listen to me very carefully. To the mods, block anybody that come in here with some foolish nonsense. I don't got time for this nonsense, because it's like these are demon spirits that follow me. I just started the show, guys. Not even 2 minutes. And a damn show, as soon as I start, a demon shows up talking garbage. Ringo's on some goofy stuff. Ringo is this. Out of all the things that person could be doing with their life, they were just sitting somewhere waiting for me to go live? Weirdos. So now, let me get back to my point. So this woman named Miss Lowdown, she makes a video titled, "Oh, ish, y'all. First firing in Karmelo Anthony's case for violating his rights. Is this the first of many?" Now, first of all, the title is 100% clickbait, misleading, because nobody got fired. Nobody got fired. There is no mainstream media coverage of anybody getting fired. There is no mainstream outlets, no news reports of anyone violating Karmelo Anthony's rights. There is nothing on the web that points to anything of this sort. So this is 100% false information. And the sad thing about this, guys, is that when you lie, you get 10,000 views. When you lie, you get 1,200 likes. And this is why when I see someone getting views and likes, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good content creator. It means that they're lying. And because people are stupid, because people don't have no brain cells. I mean, just look at somebody in the comments, guys. Person named Omar says, "I don't care." So why the fuck you here? Like, I don't get this nonsense. Why are you here if you don't care? What are you here for? Guys, are you not seeing what I've been telling you about NPCs? Non-playable characters, guys? Are you not understanding what I tell you? Do you not understand why I roll solo and I don't want to be around people because people are fucking crazy? Do you not see it, guys? Are you not understanding what I got to deal with on a day-to-day basis? You got this idiot that shows up to my live chat and basically say, let people lie. Who cares? So that's what people come to a show for? To hear somebody lie? So YouTube is not about nobody giving nobody the truth. YouTube is about lying. So that's what I want me to do? I want to know. I want to know with a show of ones, right? With show of ones, how many of you want me to start lying to get clicks and views? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to lie to you every day? Just make videos and lie. Is that what you want? I want to know. Because I didn't know people were this stupid. I did not know that when you guys come to YouTube, you want people to lie to you. That don't make no sense. I would not watch a platform that's lying to me. You know? It don't make no sense. You got these YouTubers lying every single day to get a check, and you viewers keep viewing them, helping them to make money. How stupid could you be? Use your damn brains. As soon as I saw this title, I went and I fact-checked the whole title. Fact check. Because that's what I do. I'm a man of integrity. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I go check and do what I got to do to make sure that everything is verified. And again, to the mods, block anybody that you see in the live chat talking shit. Block them. You understand? Don't even let them survive. Just block them one time. Just pack them up, get them on out. We don't got no time to waste games with these people because you got a lot of damn monitoring spirits, NPCs, and demons that watch me 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day, trying their best to bring me down, trying their best to suppress my growth. That's why I said you as a viewer, you supposed to be doing your job to get these videos out there because, hey, guess what? I can't do it by myself. They don't want me to grow. They don't want me to reach the people. You gotta wake up and put these videos everywhere and show people what I'm doing. Because as soon as I go live, the devil shows up to try to discourage the truth. When you got people lying every damn day for clicks and views, that's what the fuck is going on social media all day. And I'm tired of it. I am tired of these content creators lying every single day. And I'm like, damn, people are really stupid nowadays. All you gotta do is lie. That's the world we live in. And you wondering why nobody listens to the truth. Because the truth is not entertaining. So she got a damn title talking about, ish, y'all. First firing in Karmelo Anthony case. That's a lie. That's not true. I searched the whole internet and none of that stuff is verified. None of it, guys. Let me put something on the screen for you guys. And shout out to Sherelle. I see you in the building. Long time no see. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope all is well. Shout out to Forever Studio, Show in the building. And it is what it is. Shout out to all the members and those that rock with the platform. Now, let's put a few things out there before we begin, because we're going to examine her video and we're going to also debunk her video and another video that she got from somebody else. And what I want the listeners and the viewers to understand is that these Karmelo Anthony tribal gang members, right? They put out misinformation every day. I'm talking about every single day, guys. It's so bad. They so thirsty for money. And you viewers keep viewing. That's the thing that I don't understand, bruh. You really got to lie to get people to rock with you. You gotta literally lie to people, man. It's like, I try to be honest with you guys, man. It's like I'm sitting back and I'm like, damn, I'm being honest with the viewers every day. I'm a man of integrity. I don't believe in lying to the people. I can't sleep at night if I'm lying to my viewers, but I'm seeing people lie every day and they're getting views, they're getting support, they're growing. And I'm like, damn, It's like you gotta lie. And when I bring out the truth, I don't see people rocking with the shows. They're not clicking the like button. They don't support the work. And I'm like, damn, I must be on the wrong damn team. I gotta be. But then I get people saying, nah, Ringo, keep rocking with the truth. Keep supporting the truth. Keep speaking the truth. And then when I keep speaking the truth, you don't support. And I'm just wasting my energy. And it gets to the point where it's like, damn, am I wasting my fucking time? Because I'm the only one with the damn answers. Everybody else is lying. Nobody's bringing solutions. These people lie every day to the point where they're making you believe that people are getting fired for spreading, leaking information about Karmelo Anthony. That's a lie. That's not true. None of this stuff is true, right? Let me go to this video here because I went and did my fact check-in, so I got all that information for you. We're going to verify that. But I want to show this video with this lady named Miss Lowdown. So again, guys, as you come into the building, remember to hit the like button, right? Don't come to the live and you don't hit the like button, right? If you're on the vertical, right? Because YouTube provides a vertical feed, put a double tap the screen in order to like the video. We got to get the messages out there, guys, right? We got to get the message out. Why come to my show if you're not helping to get the message out? What's the point? What's the point? If you're not interested, leave because you're not helping. I'm passionate about what I do. I don't like liars, man. And it seemed like most viewers, when they come to social media, they want you to lie to them. And I'm asking you, is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to lie to you every day? Do you want me to make up fake stories, fake news, exaggerate stories, just make up anything to make you feel good? Because it seems like that is what attracts people. And it's sick because I'm not like that. Where are the viewers that are interested in the truth? Viewers that don't want to be lied to. Where are you guys? Because it seems like the internet is flooded with NPCs. People that have no brain cells. Imagine somebody can make a video and lie to you, and not one of you are educated enough to fact check the things that people say and say, damn, this YouTuber saying this. Let me go look it up. Let me go Google search this and see if what they're saying is the truth. Nobody does that anymore? Damn. So I could lie every day and you won't even know. So this YouTuber named Miss Lowdown publishes a lie. Got 10,000 views, 1,200 likes and counting, claiming that the first firing in Karmelo Anthony case. So in other words, the title is designed to pull you in to get clicks because it says the first firing. So you're expecting that there's going to be more firing, right? Then she says for Karmelo Anthony's case for violating his rights, even though there is no mainstream news reports that Karmelo Anthony's rights were violated. None, right? And it says, is this the first of many? The question, is this the first of many? Which causes you to be curious. So you click. And then when you actually view, nothing's there. Look at the live chat, guys. More demons saying free Karmelo. And that's coming from the Black community. This is what my platform deal with on a day-to-day basis. Constant spamming of trolls posting garbage in the live chat, guys. That's what we get. But now watch this, guys. You ready for this? Y'all all ready for this one? Let me do this real quick. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. Because this type of sickness is what happens when you speak the truth. So now what I'm going to do. The live chat is for subscribers only. And the only way they could comment is you would have to be a subscriber. And you have to wait 10 minutes in order to comment. So now only subscribers can comment. So to all the trolls, you would have to be subscribed in order to comment. Do you see how easy that was? Now think about that, guys. You got these demonic people saying free Karmelo, who is a killer, guys, who murdered Austin Metcalf. And notice, I'm trying to debunk a video of someone, you got a demon saying free Karmelo. That's what's going on in the community, guys. Are you seeing that, guys? Absolutely crazy. So now, those of you that are subscribed to the channel, you are able to comment, but you got to wait 10 minutes to comment. 10. You got to wait. That's right. Because why? These demons are coming in and they're disrupting the program here. They're totally disrupting the program. I put it down to 5 minutes. So now, if that continues, then what's going to happen is I'm going to set the live chat to members only, which means now you got to pay money. Now you got to pay money to join the comments. You got to pay. And this is what I got to do, guys, because when you have these demons that keep doing this, they're trying to disrupt the flow of this truth. So now, let's get into the show, guys, and break down these lies that these YouTubers are putting out. So we're going to debunk her video, and then we're going to go into the source video that she used. So let's play the tape and get down to business. Now, again, guys, make sure you hit the like button, double tap the screen if you're on a cell phone, vertical. If you're in the shorts feed, if you're on the horizontal, then you know to click the like button. But let's get to the content. Let's go.
Okay, word on the street is there has been a firing in Karmelo Anthony's case.
She said the word on the street is that there been a firing in the Karmelo Anthony case. That's a lie. 100% lies. All you got to do is go do your research. That's a lie.
And they're saying that this person violated his rights. There's a lot of people that violated his rights. The judge violated his rights. The prosecutors violated his rights.
She just accused the judge of violating Karmelo Anthony's rights. The prosecutor of violating his rights. Guys, these are lies. None of this stuff is true. And viewers buy it. They eat it up. Imagine you accusing a judge of violating Karmelo Anthony's rights. I really wish that these YouTubers get put in prison. I really wish that they pass laws to lock YouTubers up for lying. I really hope that happened one day.
His own lawyer violated his rights. So if this person just got fired, is that to say is some more people about to get dealt with? I'm just asking y'all.
She said that this person just got fired. Guys, there is no such thing as anybody being fired. Let me put this on the screen so we can run this back. Let me do this real quick before we even get into her video, right? Now, this right here is coming from ChatGPT. This is me pretty much doing my research and my homework because unlike these content creators, I actually go do the work, right? So I'm asking ChatGPT, did a Collin County court clerk get fired for leaking information about Karmelo Anthony, right? So it goes on and it says, based on current reporting, there is no credible evidence that a Collin County court clerk was fired for leaking information about the Karmelo Anthony case, right? It goes on and says the rumor appears to conflate a few different events. And it goes on and it says during, hold on, let me rewind it back a little bit. Okay, during and after Karmelo Anthony's trial, Collin County and the court publicly released admitted trial evidence, including the 911 calls, exhibits, through official channels after the trial concluded. That was an authorized release order by the court, not leaked. I could not find any credible news reports, court statements, or official announcements indicating, now watch this, guys, indicating that a Collin County District Clerk, Deputy Clerk, or court employee was terminated for leaking information in the Anthony case. Do you see that, guys? This is ChatGPT. And there is nothing on the web of such thing. But this YouTuber claimed that some person got fired. Total lie to keep their engagement up to get a YouTube check, right? So it goes on and it says, there was a separate well-documented firing involving the case a Texas Department of Criminal Justice parole supervisor, Donna Robinson, was fired after making inflammatory social media comments about the case. That employee was not a Collin County court clerk and was not accused of leaking court information. So again, it's basically letting me know that there's no information about this thing. So it goes on and says, if you saw a social media post claiming that a Collin County court clerk was fired for leaking information, it is likely either confusing the parole supervisor's firing with a court employee, confusing the court's official post-trial release of evidence with a leak, or repeating an unsubstantiated rumor. If you have a specific post, video, or article making that claim, send it to me, and I can examine whether it's supported by evidence or is misinformation. See, this is what happens when I do my homework, guys. So I go on and I ask another bit of information. I says, I'm going to post a screenshot from a video someone posts on YouTube. I believe the person is lying and spreading false reports to keep engagement on their videos high. So ChatGPT says, go ahead and upload the screenshot. I'll help to evaluate it by identifying exactly what the screenshot claims, distinguishing between factual assertions, opinions, and speculation. See, YouTubers don't do this work, guys. They don't. So now I go on and I gave the screenshot. Now, the screenshot that I post on ChatGPT is the same screenshot that you see here, right? It's just that it's the same screenshot from the channel, same video. It's just a different timestamp, right? So once I gave ChatGPT that information, it came back with more info for me. So it goes on and it says, my reaction is that this thumbnail and title contain claims presented as facts without showing any evidence. That doesn't automatically make them false, but it's a red flag. Now, what ChatGPT does is ChatGPT has a way of communicating where it's not trying to accuse people of lying, but it's trying to focus on factual information, right? So now it's going further to give me more information about what the red flag contain. It says a few things stand out. The title says, first firing in Karmelo Anthony's case for violating his rights. That's a very specific factual claim. A viewer should expect the video to provide evidence such as an official statement, court filing, employee record, or reporting from a credible news outlet. Now, the question that you guys have to ask is, have there been any credible news outlets that have reported a firing in regards to someone leaking information about the Karmelo Anthony case? There are none. You understand? Then it goes on and it says, the image itself says Collin County court clerk leaks info about Karmelo Anthony. Again, that's a serious allegation. It identifies a type of public employee and accuses them of misconduct. And see, this is what clickbait platforms do, guys. They falsely accuse people, they post a bunch of garbage, and then the viewers, because the viewers are not educated enough to do a simple fact check, they buy it. And because most people are emotional in regards to the Karmelo Anthony case because they support a killer, they side with the content. There's a lot of people, guys, that support Karmelo Anthony that are coming from the black community because they believe in supporting killers and murderers. Even though Karmelo deserved 35 years, he deserved more, to be honest with you. I'm actually glad they gave him 35 years, you know? So it goes on and it says, the text at the bottom goes further, claiming the Collin County court clerk got fired. That is an even stronger claim because it alleges a personal action. Now, let me make it go faster. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Let me take this thing off here so you can read it. Okay. From what I've been able to verify, I cannot find credible evidence that a Collin County court clerk was fired for leaking information in the Karmelo Anthony case. The official Collin County page discusses the release of trial materials after the trial, but it does not mention any clerk being investigated or terminated. These are all facts that I'm providing here, guys. 100% facts, because I'm doing my research in regards to the information that a YouTuber put out there. And they're misleading the viewers, and I don't like that, guys. I do not like these YouTubers constantly misleading people, fam. It just doesn't make any sense, man. So ChatGPT goes on again and said, one firing that is documented is that of a Texas Department of Criminal Justice parole supervisor who lost her job over inflammatory Facebook comments about the case. That person was not a Collin County court clerk and was not fired for leaking court information. Do you see how ChatGPT is providing facts? No hearsay, no gossip, no nonsense. So it goes on and it says, looking at it critically, if I were evaluating this as a fact checker, I'd ask, does the video show an official termination letter? In her video, guys, there's no termination letter. Does it cite a sheriff's office, the district clerk, the county, or a reputable news organization? In her video, guys, there is nothing of that sort. Is there any independent reporting confirming the alleged firing? Absolutely none. All you have are these so-called Karmelo Anthony gang members on social media pushing this lie. They're the only ones doing this, right? So it goes on and it says, or does it simply display screenshots of social media posts and repeat the claim? That's exactly what it is. They just repeat the same claim. It says, if it's the latter, that's not evidence. That's the firing occurred. So let me let it speed up. So it goes on and it says, about the YouTube creator, I wouldn't conclude from a single thumbnail. Now, ChatGPT thinks that I'm posting a thumbnail. I actually post a screenshot from their video. I can't post the whole video into ChatGPT because it's not going to verify the video in its entirety in that manner. I'm trying to get information in regards to the facts that the person said that somebody was fired, which is not true. So it thinks that I gave it a thumbnail. That's not true. So it says, I wouldn't conclude that a single thumbnail that a creator is intentionally lying. However, this style of presentation have several characteristics commonly associated with engagement-driven content. Now, notice what ChatGPT does. ChatGPT understands the characteristics of how they word their title and how they presented everything. They call it engagement-driven content, meaning the person who posted want to get their engagement up in order to get clicks and views in order to make money. That's their goal. So they did everything possible to get the engagement up, and ChatGPT was going to explain exactly what they did. It says definitive headlines, got fired, emotionally charged language, violating his rights, heretical questions. Is this the first of many? And screenshots of social media presented as though they are established facts. So the creator who made the post, and I'm talking about the YouTuber who posts this, they presented everything in a manner that will pull a viewer in to click, to watch, so that they can make as much money as they possibly can. And that is what YouTubers are doing. If I can educate you viewers on how to identify clickbait, how to identify when people are lying, you would stop supporting certain creators, because all they're doing is just manipulating you to get a check. You know, they're lying to you. And I do not lie. I post facts. That's all I focus on. As you can see, I'm doing my homework, you know? So it goes on and it says, those techniques can attract clicks even when the underlying claim hasn't been substantiated. Do you see that, guys? They're manipulating the viewers, man. They're manipulating the viewers. Absolutely sick. Yeah, Willie D Live, he have a felony. That's right. All of these YouTubers are criminals. So let's see what else we got. It says, if you watch the video and it never produced evidence beyond Facebook screenshots or anonymous messages, then it's fair to say that the video does not substantiate its central claim. That's a more defensible criticism than saying the creator is deliberately lying. Well, the creator is deliberately lying. You know, ChatGPT is not a human. We're human. So we know the facts. We know, and we can call it straight. Remember, ChatGPT is focusing primarily on facts. That's it, right? So now, let's see what else we got. So it says, if you like, I can analyze the screenshot inside the video showing Melanie Styler and explain whether it appears to support the claim at all. From what I can see, it doesn't appear to demonstrate that a clerk leaked information or that anyone was fired. So I asked again the question, was a district clerk named Melanie Styler fired? It says, based on the available evidence, I have not found credible evidence that Melanie Styler was fired from a district clerk position. In fact, it says the available public records point in a different direction. A Collin County Commissioner's Court personnel appointed from May 2025 lists Melanie Styler as being appointed as a legal clerk. It says in the court appointed representation office, not a district clerk. You see that? You see how it's providing me the facts about her title? It says public professional profiles also identify her as a legal clerk in public professional profiles also identify her as a legal clerk at Collin County, not the elected district clerk or a district clerk office official. It goes on and it says, regarding the claim that she was fired, I did find online documents and social media related litigation in which people allege that Melanie Styler was placed on administrative leave or separated from employment. Those are allegations made by litigants. It says not findings by a court. So this information that people are getting, it's not coming from any reliable source. It's coming from people basically just making stuff up, guys. Not findings of a court or announcement by Collin County. It says the search did not turn up an official county statement, personal record, or reporting from a reputable news organization confirming such firing, right? So now it goes on. Let me see. Let me let it go. All right. So it says, so at this point, it has an X. It says, I cannot verify that Melanie Styler was fired. So it says it can't verify that. It says, too, I cannot verify that she was a district clerk. But it says with a check mark here, it says there is evidence she worked for Collin County as a legal clerk, but that alone does not substantiate the YouTube video's claims. And see, this is why as viewers, you got to know facts, man. It says the YouTube thumbnail you showed presents the alleged firing as an established fact. Without official documentation or credible independent reporting, that claim remains unverified. It's reasonable to be skeptical on a video that makes such a definitive assertion without providing verifiable evidence. And see, this is why, guys, when I do my content, I want to make sure that everything is verified, because the worst thing you can do is put out false information. And this woman who published this video, she's lying to the viewers in order to pretty much get a YouTube check. And she already got most likely 10,000 views, over probably 12 to 1,300 likes. And that adds to her engagement, which helped her to earn money, guys, off of a lie. And I'm trying to figure out, as viewers who come to YouTube, is that what you support? Do you support creators that lie in order to get clicks and views? You should never want to support anybody that do that, guys. You should want to support people that actually give you the truth, that break stuff down, substantiate points, provide factual evidence, because that creates credibility. That is what creates loyalty with the viewers, because you can trust that when you come to my platform, I'm going to do the homework. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to waste your time. It makes no sense to do that, right? So I'm here to debunk this lie that somebody was fired. That's a lie, right? So now let's go to her video so we can hear her speak. But before we do that, let's find the source video that she was using in her video. Let's play that.
The Karmelo Anthony case is more than just about two kids, self-defense, and disparity of force. It's about how a whole community was against the kid from the start. Everybody, including the police officers, the kids, and even some of the court staff. This is Melanie Stoller. She is the former Collin County court clerk, and she was accused of giving out sensitive information about the Karmelo Anthony case to people that she knew. And she even tells Sarah Fields under her post, "Hey, I messaged you. Check your messages." And right here, I have a message from a content creator that admits to me that she knows Melanie Stoller and that she looked up the case and leaked what judge was assigned to her, not Sarah. But you see here, she admits that she...
Somebody said there's an echo. So you mean to tell me out of everything, nobody said nothing? There's an echo playing? Let me see what we got here, guys. Let me see what's going on. Echo, 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 echo. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. It should be fixed now. Let me go back and bring it back to the beginning. Let's go.
The Karmelo Anthony case.
Hold on.
The Karmelo Anthony case is more than just about two kids, self-defense, and disparity of force. It's about how a whole community was against the kid from the start. Everybody, including the police officers, the kids, and even some of the court staff. This is Melanie Stoller. She is the former Collin County court clerk, and she was accused of giving out sensitive information about the Karmelo Anthony case to people that she knew. And she even tells Sarah Fields under her post, "Hey, I messaged you. Check your messages." And right here, I have a message from a content creator that admits to me that she knows Melanie Stoller and that she looked up the case and leaked what judge was assigned.
Guys, from when I played the first video with the woman, if you guys hear echoes, you have to complain about it. You have to make me know you're on the receiving end. Do you understand? Because when I was playing the lady's video, she most likely had an echo too. Because when I checked that video with the guy, I also checked the video with the lady. Anytime you are watching a live stream from me, if you're hearing echoes, say something. Don't just sit there and assume, oh, that's a part of the video. No, it's not. You should never be hearing echoes when someone is talking. Let's go.
To her, not Sarah. But you see here, she admits that she looked up the case. And it just so happens, coincidentally, the lady ended up getting suspended without pay pending the investigation because she looked up the case when she, quote unquote, had no business to. And the reporter, Sarah Fields, that she allegedly gave information to, also dropped their full address in a Twitter post to her 200,000 followers last year. And I don't always call cases conspiracies, but this is definitely one big conspiracy. And this is part one of how the system was always against Karmelo Anthony.
Now, think about this, guys. Everything that this guy said is a lie. Everything. He is a Karmelo Anthony supporter. So what he's going to do is make up fake content to keep engagement up. And what these YouTubers are doing is they're finding this information and they're posting these lies. You see this? Everything he said is a lie, guys. Nothing he said makes any sense. Why? Karmelo got 35 years. There is no record nowhere talking about this. No news media. TMZ is not talking about this. CNN. Nobody's talking about this. Only people on social media. They're the ones making up these lies. So now that we heard him, let's watch this video here that you see on the background so that you can see. And those of you that are new to the platform, be sure to subscribe. Those that are wondering who I am. This is me right here. I just have a still image of myself here. I don't feel like being on no damn camera right now. I just want to cook and do my job. Now, let's get to the video so we can do the breakdown. You're supposed to be paying attention. That's what we're here for. Let's get to the content, do what we got to do. Let's go.
Okay, y'all. Word on the street is there has been a firing in Karmelo Anthony's case. And
notice, word on the street is that there have been a firing in the Karmelo Anthony case. What is that designed to do, guys? That's designed to get the people that support Karmelo to start clapping and be like, wow, that's so good to hear. I can't believe it. And it's all a lie. It's a lie, guys. An absolute lie.
They're saying that this person violated his rights. There's a lot of people that violated his rights. The judge violated his rights. The prosecutors violated his rights. His own lawyer violated his rights.
Think about how crazy this person is to say that Karmelo's lawyer violated his rights. She ain't substantiate any of those claims, right? Those are all allegations. She claimed that the judge did the same. She claimed that the prosecutor did the same. I really hope that YouTubers will be prosecuted and put in prison for coming on YouTube and just making up stories. I think that should be criminal. I think it should be a felony for any YouTuber, any social media influencer to use their microphone to publish lies in order to make money. I think that should be a federal crime. Literally, I believe that should be done.
So if this person just got fired, is that to say is some more people about to get dealt with?
She said the person just got fired. That's a lie. A lie.
Just asking, y'all. I'm just asking. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So
notice she says this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Always pay attention to these type of things, guys, because when they talk like that, they're going to lie to you the whole time.
Thing is alleged, some is not. And the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe. And
all of that is called love bombing. When somebody start talking all of that stuff, they want you to be safe. That's called love bombing. She don't really care about nobody.
The good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep.
Watch the company that you keep. She's telling you guys to watch the company that you keep. You need to watch her because she's lying to you.
Because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Look like some heads is turning, y'all. The fact that all of these people was in cahoot. The lawyers, the prosecutors.
Do you see how she's telling viewers what they want to hear? None of this stuff is verifying. She said that all these people were in cahoots with one another. The lawyer, the prosecutor, all of this is feeding the mind of Karmelo Anthony supporters. That's what they're doing, guys. That's what YouTubers are doing. They're lying to people in order to get clicks, in order to keep the engagement up. All of this is lies, nothing verified, nothing substantiated with facts, nothing. It's just mindless content that just wastes your time.
Judge, all of these people down there's connections between, you know, the McCaffs and all of this stuff, and even wardens on the, at the prison. They had it all just lined up for how they was going to do.
She said the warden at the prison is also in cahoots. Guys, this makes no sense. It really makes no sense. And see, my job is I'm trying to educate the listener, the viewers, so that you could be smarter, so that you can pinpoint when somebody's a liar, man. Some of y'all listen to content and y'all sit there being bamboozled. You got to use your brain and be like, hold up, whoa. Let me do a quick search. Was somebody really fired? And then when you go look, you find out nobody was fired. And you're like, man, you know, I'm not watching this damn YouTuber no more. You're lying to me.
Do Karmelo dirty, yo. And now the dominoes are falling. People are getting fired.
She said people are getting fired. I thought she said the first firing. Now she said people are getting fired. All of this is lies.
I know other bloggers want you to just feel like all hope is lost and there's not going to be no justice. But this kid's, y'all, rights were violated by a lot of people.
She said that Karmelo's rights were violated, but she never explained what those rights are. Now, to the typical viewer that is an NPC, uneducated, and don't have no brain cells, you have to ask yourself a question, because I'm trying to educate you. What rights of Karmelo was violated? Do anybody have an answer? Nobody has an answer because nobody knows, because the YouTuber who published that is lying to you. So you don't even know what rights were violated. But you'll go along with the program because it sounds good. It sounds like what you always wanted to hear.
So if one just got fired, does that mean the other ones are going to get away with violating his rights? I'm just asking y'all. Or is that going to be the scapegoat? Is this person the scapegoat? I'm just asking. But anyway, y'all, this woman right here she did work for the county. She is Melanie Stoller.
Now, again, she took what she got from that other guy's video and she's running with the same lie. That's what she's doing, guys.
And word on the street is, y'all, she was the clerk that handled this case. And
she said that she's the clerk that handled the case. That's what she said, guys. That she's the clerk that handled the case. Let me do this real quick. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. Let me do this real fast. I got to do something real quick. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? This it? Yeah. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Let me go do a quick search so I can do what I need to do, because I always verify information. Always. I don't play around. I do what needs to be done. Let's see. Okay, let me type this in. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Wow. Absolutely crazy. Now watch this, gang. Let me see if I can put this on the screen. I'm going to rewind back her video so that we can hear what she said again, so we could debunk these lies. Right? Let's do this. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? All right. Let's rewind back her video a little bit.
she just got fired. If one just gonna be the scapegoat.
All right. Check it out.
Is this person the scapegoat? I'm just asking. But anyway, y'all, this woman right here she did work for the county. She is Melanie Stoller. And word on the street is, y'all, she was the clerk that handled this case.
She said that she was the clerk that handled the Karmelo Anthony case. Let's debunk that lie. Let me put this on the screen, guys, because she just said that that woman was the one that handled the case. Let's see if that's true. I asked the question, did Melanie Stoller handle the Karmelo Anthony case? Based on the public information I could verify, there is no evidence that Melanie Stoller handled the Karmelo Anthony case. The people publicly identified as handling the case included Judge John Roach Jr., who presided over the trial, Bill Warski, Collin County First Assistant District Attorney, who led the prosecution, defense attorney Mike Howard. Melanie Stoller's name does not appear in publicly available reporting about the case, nor in the officials identified as participating in the proceedings. Guys, do you see how I'm able to debunk these lies? Do you see how this particular YouTuber, let me put it on the screen for you. This person here, the username Miss Lowdown, is a low-down dirty liar. It's funny how people's names coincide with their personality. A liar, a low down, dirty liar. Nobody should be following this person. None, because they're lying. So now it goes on and it says, Melanie Styler's name does not appear in publicly available reporting about the case, nor in the officials identified as participating in the proceedings. It's also worth designating between roles. The district clerk's office maintains court records and filings. A legal clerk or other county employees may process paperwork as part of the court system without handling the prosecution or defense of a case. So even if someone named Melanie Styler worked in a clerical capacity for Collin County, that would not by itself mean she was assigned to or responsible for the Anthony case. For what I can verify, the claim circulating in some videos that Melanie Styler, a Collin County clerk, leaked information about Karmelo Anthony is not supported by publicly available official records or credible news reporting. I have not found evidence connecting her to handling of the case or confirming the alleged leak. Guys, could you please hit the like button? Right? What we're doing here, guys, is we're debunking lies, because these Karmelo Anthony supporters, they need to be in prison, to be honest with you. I really wish that YouTube passed some new community guidelines. I really wish that YouTube passed some new community guidelines that when content creators maliciously put out unverifiable false information, misinformation, their platform just get deleted. Because it doesn't make sense for viewers that come to the platform to consume poison. Because what's going to happen is people are going to take her lies and then they're going to start to share it. And because most of these crazy Karmelo Anthony supporters believe that he's innocent, they're going to side with anything she say because they want to believe it. They want to believe a lie. Have you ever met a person that want to believe a lie? Meaning lies were told and they believe it because it's what they want to hear. They know it's not true, but they want it to be true. They want it to be true. So let's just believe a lie, you know? So that's what we're doing here, guys. We're debunking all the lies. Let's go.
And she just got fired. She just got fired. Yo.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Nobody got fired.
For violating, Karmelo Anthony's rights. She was giving away information to people that was posting stuff up that, was harming the case.
And you know what's so crazy, guys? In her video, you know what she posts? She said that this woman leaked information to she said right-wing something to make it spicy, as if though somebody leaked information about Karmelo to some right-wing organization. Yo, it's just absolutely sick, the type of mess that she's starting out here, fam.
When you got y'all, this is crazy. When you got a woman like this, that is the clerk, and she's going into information and passing it on so they can make sure that they bury this kid off of something he didn't even start. There was a cover-up from the start, y'all. Yes, this woman right here has been fired. Word on the street is what everybody talking about.
Somebody says, Ringo, what do you think about the teens changing their testimony on the stand? Nobody changed any testimony on the stand. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Who fed you some new lies? Who fed you a new lie? What do you mean teens changing it? You can't change anything. What are you talking about? Who told you that? Who gave you that poison? See, this is what I mean, guys. Viewers come on YouTube. Y'all always watching these liars, right? And then you come over here asking me what I think. Do you know how crazy you sound telling me Ringo, what do you think about the teens changing the testimony on the stand? Where did you get that from? Because that makes no sense. That makes no sense. If Karmelo was found guilty and the judge and everybody, the jury already done gave their whatever they had to do, how could somebody just pop up out of the blue talk about, well, I'm changing? Who told you that? Notice, guys, how many times I've asked the question. No, notice this, guys. Now, the person said it was said in court. What court? When? What are you talking about? Where are you getting this from? The case is over. What are you talking about said in court? Where are you getting these lies from? Who told you this? What did you watch? Who poisoned you? Because I can guarantee you, you were on some YouTuber's page and you were sitting there soaking up all the poison, watching a lie unfold. And that's why you're saying this. The case is over. Karmelo is guilty. Nobody said nothing in court. You're just making stuff up that you heard, man. Just say what you heard. Say you were watching a YouTuber and they lied to you. Because nothing you're saying is verified facts that you could point to. You're just making it up. Making up stories.
She got fired. And they said she leaked info about Karmelo Anthony.
What info? Notice this woman telling you that she leaked info about Karmelo. What info? She don't tell you what info. You know why? Because there is no info. And that's the problem, guys. That's the problem. It's crazy.
The Collin County court clerk got fired for leaking info to right-wing journalist Sarah Fields. Just what they saying, who just let Jeff McCabe go on a Ray to the Sis rant on X, okay, y'all, about the case. And there is text messages.
And that's the piece that I wanted you to see. Let me take this off the screen. Watch this. Look at the screen, guys. Look what it says. Let me do this. Look what it says there. The Collin County court clerk got fired for leaking info to right-wing journalist Sarah Fields, who just let Jeff Metcalf go on a racist rant on X. All of this is a lie. It's a lie, guys, to rage bait, to get viewers angry. That's what these YouTubers do, man. That's what these social media people do. They come online, they post garbage, they rage bait you, they get you all hyped up, all invested in a lie. And then they get paid, guys. They get a social media check for lying to you. And then they make up another lie and they keep the lies coming. And every day you eat up lies.
Post all that stuff to prove it. And she was just fired, y'all.
You see that? She just said that she was just fired. I verified everything via ChatGPT, guys. There is nothing on social media, nothing in any court, nothing on any news media sites. There is nothing. That would be headline news that somebody got fired because of X, Y, and Z in connection to Karmelo Anthony. Nothing of that sort happened. That lowdown lady is a liar. 100%.
Just fired. Here, this is her name right here. Melanie Stoller. I messaged you. Check your messages. She's talking to the journalist, y'all. Sarah Fields that's been going in talking all kind of stuff. You know, everybody been talking about the Sarah Fields.
You could just tell that woman stays in her house all day. Never goes outside, never walk, nothing. You could just tell that she never leaves the house. She just sits in the house and sit on a chair forever. Her voice is annoying. There's nothing about her that sounds truthful.
And that she was an inside plan on all this stuff too. But yeah, this woman is the woman that was feeding her information. She just lost her job.
Notice she said feeding her information. You as a viewer have to ask yourself, what information? Be smart, people. You know, those of you that are bright, I'm talking to the bright amongst us. Those of you that are very intelligent, those of you who have educations, those of you who've been misunderstood because you're just so smart. You got to understand, man, it is a lonely road when you're an intelligent person and 90% of the world is slow and nobody's using their brain. It's like I'm so up here in my thoughts that I'm able to comprehend things so quickly. It's like I don't understand why people get deceived so easy in this world. I don't know why is it that viewers can't pinpoint when somebody is lying to them. You're getting lied to every day on social media from influencers. I see it all the time. And I'm like, wow, why viewers are not picking up on this? And to me, it's because they like lies.
And I got all the information. Shout out to, Mr. Williams, because he put it up.
Notice she said, shout out to Mr. Williams. He's the same guy who posts this.
The Karmelo Anthony case is more than just about two kids, self-defense and disparity of force. It's about how a whole community was against a kid from the start.
He just said a whole community was against a kid from the start. Why would anybody be against Karmelo Anthony from the start when they didn't even know him? Does that make sense? It's these kind of black folk that come on social media lying every day that I cannot stand. And you're wondering why there's black fatigue. I cannot stand these type of people, fam. I can't, because they come on social media and they lie. Nothing's verified. They just make stuff up. Nobody is against Karmelo Anthony from a community. People are against Karmelo Anthony because he's a killer. He murdered someone. You understand? He murdered Austin Metcalf, a kid that had his whole life ahead of him, and it was snatched away because Karmelo was a coward. You understand? Pulled out a knife and killed an innocent kid. You know, he didn't even belong under that tent. He wasn't even there to participate in the event at that stadium. Why was he even there? You know, it's just sick that people actually defending an animal that murdered someone.
Everybody, including the police officers, the kids, and even some of the court staff.
He's saying that the kids, the police, and the court staff, they all set up and was against Karmelo Anthony. These are false allegations, man. I don't understand, bro. Why people listen to garbage, bro? And it's like, I feel like I'm under obligation to debunk these lies, guys. I just can't. I cannot just be a content creator and see people lying to you guys and not come on social media to debunk all of this mess. Because I'm just thinking about the amount of people that are walking around like NPCs consuming poison all day. And then they run around repeating lies.
This is Melanie Stoller. She is the former Collin County court clerk.
That's a lie, man. My goodness, bro. All these pages that do this, they need to be removed from social media, fam. And he's on Facebook publishing these lies.
And she was accused of giving out sensitive information about the Karmelo Anthony case.
What sensitive information, dummy? What sensitive information? That's all lies. It's called rage baiting. It's designed to intrigue you, to pull you in, to make you feel like Karmelo was railroaded, that these folks hate accountability. Carmelo's guilty. He was sentenced to 35 years. Get over it. Stop publishing lies on social media every minute to get your engagement up. Get over it and move on. Karmelo's going to serve hard time. And all of those attorneys that are coming up talking about, oh, we're going to look for errors. None of that's going to help Karmelo. Karmelo is never coming out of prison. Do you understand me? Never. And I hope he stay there and rot. You know why? Because he's a damn killer. And I don't like killers. I don't like people that just provoke people talking about touch me and see what happened. That's what Karmelo said to Austin. He said, touch me and see what happened. That is premeditated murder. Do you understand? He thought about it before he did it.
The people that she knew. And she even tells Sarah Fields under her post, hey, I messaged you, check your messages. And right here, I have a message from a content creator that admits to me that she knows Melanie Stoller and that she looked up the case and leaked what judge was assigned to her, not Sarah. But you see here, she admits that she looked up the case.
All of this stuff is gossip, guys. This guy is a gossiper. That's all he's doing. Gossiping, making up stuff, nothing verified, nothing have to do with nothing. It's just a bunch of mindless garbage, man.
And it just so happens coincidentally, the lady ended up getting suspended without pay pending the investigation because she looked up the case when she, quote unquote, had no business to. And the reporter, Sarah Fields, that she allegedly gave information to, also dropped their full address in a Twitter post to her 200,000 followers last year.
And what does this have to do with anything? Nothing verified, guys. Nothing. He's just making stuff up as he go.
And I don't always call cases conspiracies, but this is definitely one big conspiracy. And this is part one of how the system was always against Karmelo Anthony.
So now he's saying that the system was always against Karmelo Anthony. Think about how dumb this sounds. The system is not against Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo Anthony committed murder. So if the system is against Karmelo, why did Karmelo kill somebody? Karmelo put himself in this situation. Nobody put him in there. The system wasn't racist against Karmelo. Karmelo got exactly what he was looking for. He killed a kid that was doing better than him. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it out. Austin Metcalf was doing better than Karmelo Anthony. And Karmelo was jealous. Do you understand? Full of hate. And he wanted to take him out. That is why he told Austin, touch me and see what happened. You know why? Because he knew he had the knife. He knew. So all that self-defense stuff, that goes right out the window. You cannot tell somebody, touch me and see what happened, and then stab them and claim self-defense. No. Self-defense would be self-defense if Austin had a knife, if Austin had a gun, and you pulled out your knife to subdue him before he was able to unalive you. But if Austin pushes you and you pull out a knife and stab him to death, that's murder. Especially when you provoked him by saying, touch me and see what happened. That's not self-defense because you didn't even try to go away. Karmelo didn't even try to leave. He didn't even de-escalate nothing. He escalated the situation by saying, touch me and see what happened. That's why his ass is in prison for 35 years. And I hope he enjoy his stay. I hope that he have a wonderful time in prison, because that's the hell he deserve. And I don't give a damn about no Karmelo Anthony. And I'm a black man and I don't care. He deserve what he got because he's a killer. Because if Karmelo would have killed any of you folks that are viewing, if he would have killed your kid, your son, your daughter, you would not be defending him. You would not be defending Karmelo Anthony. I ask anybody who's black who are viewing. I'm not going to ask the white viewers because I already know your answer you're going to put. But to the black viewers, if Karmelo Anthony murdered your son, your daughter, because they pushed them, would you be on social media saying free Karmelo? Would you? You would not be doing that. You would not be saying free Karmelo if it was your child that was stabbed in the heart. Austin bled to death in the rain, in pain. You understand? When he was stabbed, he fell from the top of the bleachers down to the bottom. Do you know what kind of injuries he sustained? Not only was he stabbed in the heart, but he fell backwards down the bleachers. Most likely broke his back, busted his head. You understand? Getting more injuries to the point where all his teammates looked in horror as the blood was just gushing up like a fountain out of his chest, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Everybody's hands was full of blood. He bled out. All his blood came out his body. You understand? And the black community is supporting Karmelo because he's black? No. I would never support anybody that's a killer. Never. It don't make no sense at all, fam. No sense at all. Let's get back to the content. Let's go. Let me get back to her video because we already heard his. Let's get back to her lies. Let's go.
A lot of people's posting it, but this is one of the places where I got it from. She said, I missed your live about Melanie, and the other day, what happened with that? She was a court clerk for another court. She looked up this case and she leaked that what judge was assigned to me, not Sarah. So this woman was leaking a lot of stuff. And if she did this once, you think she ain't do this again before? This is something that she probably do all the time, y'all. But she was leaking information.
Notice she keep telling you that she was leaking information, but she's not telling you what the information is. This is why, as a viewer, you gotta be educated, guys. You got to be educated to the point where you're able to identify when a YouTuber is lying to you. Again, if you came across the platform named Miss Lowdown, unsubscribe from that platform effective immediately. That woman is lying to you, fam. She's a liar. I'm literally going to continue to stand for truth and expose these liars, because I do not want you viewers to come to YouTube to waste your time listening to people that lie. This is her video right here. That's the YouTube channel, Miss Lowdown. That's the woman video that we're reviewing right here. I'm debunking all of her lies. Don't give her no clicks. Don't give her no views. Don't go over there to be nosy, because you're giving her what she wants. Views, engagement, clicks. Even if you went over there to tell her you're a liar, you gave her engagement. Do you understand me? The ads are going to play on her video, and you're helping her to make money. I'm telling you, don't view those platforms. Don't even support them. Nothing, because they're lying. Don't support people who lie to you. I don't know. Maybe that's what you're into. Maybe you have a fetish for lies. Maybe that's what you're into. Maybe you get off on lies. I don't like liars. I despise liars. I don't like them, guys. I cannot stand people that come on social media and publish lies with a straight face in order to make money. It's sick. It's disgusting. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button. You got 232 viewing. I should have 232 likes already. But because people love lies, you got to damn near cuss. You got to scream at people to hit a like button. Imagine this, guys. Likes don't cost you not $1. It don't cost you no money. And you guys can't even support by hitting the like button. But yet this woman who lied to everybody, look at the likes on her video. Look at the likes on her videos, guys. Could y'all see that? Look at the likes on her video. 1,200 on a video that is pure lies. People actually like a video where there's nothing but lies. Imagine that, guys. Here I am speaking the truth. I want y'all to see how sick the world is that we live in. And this is why it's so discouraging as a content creator that speaks the truth, that a person can lie to you and you give them 1,200 likes. So you mean to tell me 1,200 idiots liked her video and it's nothing but lies, yet all I'm doing is asking you guys to hit the like button. That is what helps me to grow. So what I'm getting now is you don't want me to grow even when I'm speaking the truth. So I got to speak lies. I got to join the party that lie. That got to be the solution. It got to be. Maybe I need to start a whole new channel where you don't know who I am and just lie every day in order to grow. Because it seems as if though when you're speaking the truth, guys, nobody hits the like button. Nobody. Yeah, blind leading the blind. That's exact. I should have 200 likes already. Why is it taking so long? What is going on? Yo, I'm telling you, bro, this social media stuff, bro, it is very, very frustrating, fam. Because this is why they're able to win. This is why evildoers thrive. This is why people can get away with murder. This is why Karmelo's being defended. Imagine all these YouTubers is defending Karmelo and he's a killer. I'm against Karmelo and I'm being hated by people. And Karmelo's a murderer. The world is so backwards that they're supporting killers now. They're supporting killers, guys. People are getting killed, and the viewers are siding with the murderer now. That's the world we live in. The black community literally supports Karmelo Anthony, a killer. And when I speak the truth, rather than you support me, I gotta damn near scream. Hit the like button, hit the like button. Well, I ain't hitting the like button. I don't want to hit the like button. I don't care. I ain't hitting nothing. I'm going to go subscribe to her page because she's telling lies and I want people to lie. Listen, guys, I don't care if you subscribe to her page. I don't even care if you view. My job is if I can save one viewer from being deceived, then I'm going to do my job because I realize that we live in an evil world. Now, notice this idiot in the live chat, guys. This person named Real Jag says, why so angry? Get the fuck off my platform, fam. Get the fuck out of here, man. Wasting your damn time being here. I'm so damn tired of you damn idiots, bro. Imagine this idiot telling me why so angry. I'm supposed to be angry, dumbass, because people are lying. You understand? Maybe you don't care because you're a liar too. I'm not a liar. I'm supposed to be passionate about what I believe. You understand? If I know people are being lied to, my job is to speak the truth. If your government is lying to you, wouldn't you want the truth? Or do you just want to sit back and be lied to? The dumbest thing I ever heard from people. Why so angry? Why so angry? Why are you here? If you're not here to support the truth, leave. It don't make no damn sense. People are crazy, bro. They don't got no sense at all.
They didn't care about anything that was being done long as it was a negative toward Karmelo. And at the same time, they were, trying to hide anything that had to do with the twins. Everybody's talking about it now on social media, how the judge allowed them, okay? And made sure that they didn't give out any information. Everybody was like, why in the world was this case move so fast? Why in the world there were no more witnesses and this and that and that and this? Well, they wanted us to believe that the twins' background had nothing to do with what happened to Karmelo, when that had everything to do with what happened to Karmelo.
Now she's going to proceed to lie by accusing the twins of being bullies. Imagine that, guys. These so-called black YouTubers are going around claiming that Austin Metcalf and Hunter, his brother, were both bullies. And that's a lie. That's a lie, guys. All of these things is lies.
And the judge is the reason why. Allegedly. Mr. Roach, y'all. He is the reason why they did not pull up those twins.
And shout out to you folks that actually support the platform. I see, who's this? Lisa says, hello, Ringo, Mr. Ringo. And fam, if I can like more than once, I would. Ringo always speaks the truth. Appreciate you stopping by, supporting the work. Again, I have people that rock with me that support the show. I really appreciate you guys that always pull up. At the same time, we need more people to support, guys. It's just unacceptable, guys, with the amount of truth that I'm sharing. I'm shocked that people don't gravitate towards the truth. And it's very discouraging, guys. It really makes me think this whole world is filled with evil people. I should have way more support, guys. Way more supporters. Because if you folks don't support what I'm sharing, that means that you support a killer. That means that Karmelo is your man. That means that you really ride for a killer. A killer. A man who killed somebody. That's crazy. And then you got all these black YouTubers lying every day. It's like all the black YouTubers are lying. They're all lying, guys. Every one of them. They're making videos every day, making a bunch of stories up. Nothing verified, nothing truthful. And their viewers buy everything. You know why? Because that's what they want to hear. And a lot of YouTubers realize that. They're like, hey, in order to get clicks and views, I gotta lie. I gotta manipulate. I gotta say what the people want. That's what I gotta do, bro. It's just the way it is. Let's go.
Background. Y'all, when I tell y'all they was doing some underhanded stuff to keep him behind bars, They did everything in their power. But it's all coming out now. It's all coming out. Is she going to be the scapegoat? They can't make her the scapegoat. Because she's just one of many people that made sure that this kid went to jail.
Do you see how she's continually lying? And her viewers, they ate it up. Her viewers are so stupid, they just believe anything she say. See, I can't help her viewers. All I could do is help new viewers, not to be poisoned. Her viewers are already dumb. Anybody following any lowdown woman, you got to be dumb already. You know, you have to understand, guys, there are different types of audiences. Some audiences are just dumb people. You got to understand that. You know, there are certain platforms that people frequent because they're stupid, just like the creator they watch. It's just that simple, you know? So if a certain creator get clicks and views, it's because their audience is dumb. They believe lies. So all I got to do is just keep speaking the truth, and I'm going to attract the viewers that support the truth. But sad to say, the majority of people that watch social media, they're NPCs. They're slow. They believe anything they hear. That's why it's so easy to manipulate people.
Seriously, y'all, this is crazy. Melanie Stoller, I just got suspended without pay pending.
Notice this idiot in the chat says, Ringo, I don't think you investigated this case because the defense court, let me just put you dumbass on the block list. I don't have time to listen to you, right? Bye-bye. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
This investigation, and because
the nerve of somebody to tell me I didn't investigate this case when I made multiple videos debunking all the lies, showing you the evidence. I've been on the Karmelo case from the beginning, and I told you guys from day one, Karmelo is going to prison. You gonna tell me I didn't investigate something? I mean, you got to be out of your mind to tell me what I didn't do. This is what I mean about NPCs. They gaslight you in your face to try to make you think that you didn't do your homework. Here I am debunking nothing but lies. And this idiot is not even supportive of what I'm doing. So why they're here? Makes no sense.
Yeah. She looked into the case, and I guess it had nothing to do with her. She's supposed to just be the clerk and file stuff. She wasn't supposed to be going and file some personal information. So at first she got suspended. Then, when they found out all this information, and I told y'all the internet is undefeated, they went on and fired her, y'all.
They went on and fired her. Nobody was fired, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody. Well, everything this woman's saying is a lie. Nothing verified. If you haven't been here from the beginning of this live, I already verified by searching for the information. Nothing has been verified. Nothing. I fact check everything. There's no news reports. Nobody was fired. No woman by any name was fired. Nothing. All lies.
They went on and fired her tail up out of there. Lord have mercy, y'all. And they got all the receipts right here. All the receipts. Everything was stacked against Karmelo. Everything. From that day showing up. Everything was stacked against him. He had street association stalking going on. They covered up.
You could always tell a Karmelo Anthony supporter when you read their comments. Lashandra says, Ringo, I go off what's right. The twins didn't own the tent to touch Karmelo Anthony. I mean, guys, do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? What are you talking about, own the tent? What are you talking about? Are you listening to yourself? Do you understand how crazy you sound? That they didn't own the tent? That's their team tent. Their team tent. If you're a cheerleader, right, and you and your girls are under your tent, cheerleading tent for girls, and I come there and I sit in the middle and I start talking to all the ladies, hey ladies, y'all looking fine and y'all cheerleading. Y'all gonna want me to get the fuck out your tent. You understand? Because I don't belong there. It has nothing to do with ownership. I don't belong there. That's your tent for your cheerleading team. I don't belong there. You understand? So why would I be under your tent? It has nothing to do with ownership. I don't belong there. Only the cheerleaders belong under your tent. So why am I there harassing women, trying to find a date, telling the women how beautiful they look. They didn't come there for that. They came there to do their cheerleading job. So why am I under the tent flirting with women? Y'all would want me to leave. So if the ladies say, excuse me, sir, could you please leave the tent? Nah, I'm not leaving. I could sit here. What are you talking about? Sir, could you please leave? Us ladies, we really don't want you here. You don't belong here. This is a tent for me and my girls. Could you please leave, sir? And I'm still being defiant. You don't see that as a problem? You don't see that as a problem? And you're siding with Karmelo? Wow. Wow.
The stalking because things didn't end the way they thought it would. And
you can go wherever you want, fool. Do you see this person, DR guys, in the comments? That's another troll that signed up, trying to silently sit around. You understand? Signed up to talk crap, right? Talking about you can sit wherever you want. Really? So you could go to any hood where you want? Could you do that? Because if you black, you're supposed to know the game rules. You don't just go wherever you want to go. It don't work like that. You understand? If you go to a certain hood and you don't belong in that hood and they tell you, bro, you got to go. You got to go. Could I go to your porch and just go sit down on your porch by your house? I want to know. Could I pull up at your house and just pull out a barbecue grill and grill in your backyard? Could I do that? Could I do that? It'll be a problem if you see somebody pull up on your porch or go in your backyard and just help themselves on your grill. So what you're saying don't even make no sense. And it only comes from black folk that say that type of dumb shit, bro. They're the only ones that do that. They're the only ones that believe you could do whatever you want and go wherever you want and nobody's not supposed to say anything to you. These people are crazy, fam. And they're all black. Only black folk doing this, guys. All you got to do is read the comments. Read the comments. Look at their pages. It's all coming from black folk, bro. No sense whatsoever. Just posting a bunch of garbage.
Had all of these people that know each other, friends, the jurors, everybody that was given an assignment, and they did that. Whatever the judge told them to do, they did that, y'all. So now reports are coming out that
Karmelo was not in no white, rich neighborhood. I mean, people just say all sorts of stuff. Rich neighborhood, but had to set up a GoFundMe to get an attorney. A white, rich neighborhood, but yet complaining about jury of their peers. You understand? This doesn't make any sense. Karmelo was not no civilized human being. He was an animal who hang with all the wrong people, and he was walking around with weapons. That's not what a smart kid does. And what's so sad about this is Karmelo is not gonna be around for the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. He gonna be behind bars playing with somebody else's bar. Somebody else's Snicker bar. While we going out to GameStop to get GTA 6. Let's get back to the content. Now notice what she posted on the screen, guys. She just went and found some random thing. Texas Public Records, employee termination, PDF. None of this stuff have anything to do with anything, guys. It's just pure lies.
Melanie Stoller was her personal file is public.
No, it's not.
This is what they're saying, that her personal file is public, but Collin County is hiding it.
Nobody's hiding anything, guys. What do you mean Collin County is hiding it? Everything is public information. She's not finding nothing, guys. Nothing. She's not showing you nothing. No documents, no court records, no termination letters, nothing. She's not showing you anything because nothing happened.
They said normally when somebody gets terminated from a job like that, it's public record.
Well, if it's public record, why you ain't showing it? You ain't showing it because nothing's there.
It's public record. But the county, they try to hide it.
Why are you saying that they were bullying him? Were you there? At Lashandra, were you there under the tent? Do you know what bullying mean? What does bullying mean? Lashandra, what does bullying mean? because I don't think you're educated. I really don't. And I'm calling out your bullshit because you're pissing me off. You're saying stuff that makes no sense. You're saying that he was being bullied. Were you there? Were you there? You were not there. You were not under the tent. So what are you talking about? Who told you that? Did Karmelo make a public statement saying he was bullied? Did you hear that from Karmelo? No. So where did you get that from? Crickets. Crickets. Do you understand, guys? Absolutely madness. Ringo, twins didn't own tent. It was raining. I mean, just stupid stuff, fam. Stupid stuff. And to the mod, why? Oh, my goodness, bro. Why did you delete their comment? And you see me having a conversation. Why? Don't block her. What the heck is wrong with you, fam? You see me having a conversation. What are you doing? I'm having a conversation. Don't block people when I'm having a conversation. My goodness, bro. Do I gotta take your wrench away? Don't block nobody when I'm having a conversation. Disrupting my whole flow. My goodness, bro. That shit pissed me the fuck off, dog. I'm trying to get this person to respond and you're blocking them. Makes no damn sense, fam. All this nonsense I gotta deal with, bro. Not only am I dealing with NPCs, I'm dealing with moderators that ain't doing their damn job. I'm dealing with people that don't support. My goodness, how much does a brother gotta deal with? How much do I gotta deal with on a day-to-day basis? That's nonstop issues and stress. I'm having a conversation. You block the person. Bro, I'm asking the person to define what bullying mean, and you cut them off? Next moderator that blocks somebody while I'm having a conversation, I'm taking your wrench away. And I don't give a fuck how you feel, because I'm at my job. Don't disrupt me when I'm doing my job. If you block somebody while I am having a conversation, you won't have no wrench. That's simple. And I don't care how you feel, because I'm pissed. Now, I want that individual to come in here and explain what bullying mean. And if you got a problem with my tone, leave, because I don't care. I'm standing for the truth. And if you don't rock with the truth, leave, because that means you support killers. Tired of people being fake. I'm not with none of that fake nonsense. I'm keeping it a buck. Now, where this person at to define what a bully is? Define what a bully is. I want you to define what a bully is. Define what a bully is. LaShondra, define what a bully is. She still won't respond, guys. Do you see what I got to deal with, bro? Do you see what I got to deal with, guys? She said that Karmelo was being bullied, even though she was not there. She was not there, but she said Karmelo was being bullied. Where did you get that from? Who told you that? What influencer lied to you? What influencer put a battery in your back? I tell you, bro. Oh yeah, we're gonna review that at who's this? At O-Dog said even The View was lying about this case. Yeah, we're gonna review that. We got that tape downloaded. It's so much stuff that I gotta do. And whatchamacallit, the brother, Stremp, I still got you, bro. Don't worry about that video with the white guy. I'm gonna review that video tomorrow. Matter of fact, what's so crazy is I had that video dully noted to review as well. But I got so much things that I got to do, bro. It's so much shit that I got on my plate that I just got to keep my mind right. That's why I work out every day. That's why I go to the park and I walk and I jog and I get my mind right, because I deal with a lot of fucking bullshit every day on social media, bro, that get me heated. I'm one of the most passionate influencers when it comes to speaking the truth. And people just continually distort information and spread rumors and lies. It's crazy, man. So let's see what she got. Let's see if she defined what a bully is. She says, bully is unwanted, aggressive behavior towards one person. You see what we got to deal with, guys? This is what we got to do. You're wrong. That's not what it means. That's a lie. Do you see that? That's not what it means. Bully is defined as a person who habitually seek to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Do you understand? That is what it means. And it's something that is done consistently. Do you understand? It's not something somebody do in one day. That's not what happened under the tent, because you were not there. A bully, in regards to a child that's in school, is a person that pick on someone that they know is weak. They know the person ain't gonna fight back. They know. That's why they bully them, because they know they're not going to fight back. That's why it's so easy to bully people. And they habitually seek to harm that person, intimidate that person. That's something they do daily. Daily. Not something that was done one time. If that's the case, if your supervisor come up to you and tell you, go do your job, is your supervisor bullying you because you didn't like what he did? You didn't like what he said? No. So your meaning for the word is wrong, because nobody bullied Karmelo. And I don't even know why you pinned that on the twins, because you singled them out as if though they were the only ones under the tent. The tent was filled with a bunch of guys, and they all asked Karmelo to leave. It's all in the court records. It's all in the records. Everybody testified against Karmelo. Everybody asked him to leave. He didn't belong under the tent. Why is it so hard for black folk to understand that? If you're not designated to be there, you don't belong there. Why do you folks keep claiming that he was bullied? That is so wrong to say when a kid is dead. If he was such a bully, why he's dead? Seems to me that Karmelo was the bully, because Karmelo is the one who said, touch me and see what happened. Karmelo's the one who had the knife. Karmelo was under that tent prepared to kill somebody. Any one of them kids could have lost their life that day. Have it ever dawned on you? Have it ever dawned on you that Karmelo could have killed any one of those kids that day, not just Austin. Anybody could have died. Anybody. And nobody seems to understand that. Anybody could have died. He could have pulled that knife out of Austin's heart and then start stabbing everybody. If y'all want to say he was jumped. Because these dumbass YouTubers talking about, oh, he was jumped. They punched him in the face. All of this stuff is lies. At no point did Karmelo ever say he was jumped. At no point did Karmelo say that they were fighting him and beating him up. Nobody said that. His mama never said that. His dad never said, oh, those boys were bullying him. Those boys jumped him. His family never brought up anything about being bullied. Never. That's a social media thing that you folks get from these damn content creators who've been lying to you for a check. I don't gotta lie for a check. I speak the truth and keep my integrity intact. I don't publish false information. I don't gaslight the viewers. I do my job thorough, and I'm very bold and passionate about what I believe. I'm the only one on YouTube this passionate. Everybody else have been bought and paid for. A bunch of grifters seeking money. They don't care about the truth. Money is on their mind. If people support me, it is what it is. But I don't make my videos to lie to you in order to gain support. I don't do it the evil way like everybody else who gotta lie for a check. How do you sleep at night knowing that a young man was murdered and you here defending a killer? Sick, man. Got this woman in the live chat defending Karmelo, talking about he was bullied. Don't make no sense. Shout out to Emmanuel. Shout out to you for the $5 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. And shout out to Exandra for the $100 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Said, who was the real bully? Karmelo is looking like the bully. And you know what's so crazy about this? It's like people can't see that. People can't see that Karmelo was in fact the bully. So much so that he told Austin, touch me and see what happened, even after he was politely asked to leave. But yet the black community don't want to accept the truth because they lack accountability. And they're protecting people like Karmelo from public scrutiny. And they just make up lies every day. Absolutely sick. To the point where they're saying that he was bullied, even though they were not there. None of you were there. All these people that are judging the video talking about, look, see, he was punched. Look, see, that's Karmelo. See, that's Austin. You can't even see nobody in the footage that was released. You can't even see nobody. So I don't know why everybody acting like they could see somebody, because you can't. You see shadows, silhouettes. That's all you see. But everybody's giving these interpretations. Everybody became private investigators and don't even know how to do the damn job. It seemed like social media birthed a bunch of influencers that ain't shit. We're talking about NPCs, people with no education, and they're online speaking on matters that they don't even supposed to be speaking on because they lack intelligence. And they found a loophole in order to do it, in order to make money. And because the viewers don't know who's who, they just watch people and they listen to lies. You know? It don't make no sense, man. But as we continue to put out this truth, eventually I will find my audience, an audience of intelligent, educated people, whether white, black, Asian, doesn't matter, that appreciate the truth rather than the bullshit. Because I don't know about you, but I cannot come on YouTube and just start lying to you. I can't do that. It's not in my nature. I can't. I can't sleep at night if I'm lying to viewers. For money? That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. You know? Makes no sense whatsoever. But let's get back to her video and break this thing down even further, because she was lying for about 17 minutes. About 18 minutes lying to the public.
What else ain't that happening, y'all? Is this the first time this clerk did this to a person of color that they went to jail? I'm asking y'all.
You know, as a black man, right? Let me say this publicly. There are two types of black people in the world. And when I say blacks, I'm not talking about Africans, because they're not the so-called American blacks that you see throughout the world. That's a whole different ethnic group of people, right? Because we're not African, right? Now, the so-called black man, black woman in America, right? There's two types of black people. On one side, we have blacks that are the civilized. Those of us that understand that we could accomplish anything that we want. We can go get an education. We can get a job, career. We can think for ourselves. We're not oppressed. We don't focus on any white supremacy. We don't blame other people. We just follow the rules, follow the laws, stay out of trouble, and just do our best to raise our family and protect our children. We vote, we shop for food, and we just live a decent life because we have brains. We're able to function in society. We're not racist. We don't hate people because of skin color, ethnicity. We don't do any of those things. We just want to just live our life in peace. Then you have the other side. The other side is a group of people who are suffering from internalized racism, who live in the past, who are always focusing on Jim Crow, white supremacy, slavery. They blame white people for everything. These are the kind of people that call each other N-words all day, but if a white person say it, they cry foul play. These are the kind of folks that they can see black on black crime in their community. They never protest about it. They never call it out. They never point out the drug dealers, the gang members, the killers. They never do, right? But these are the very same people that when a white officer does something to a black man, they get Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, all of these guys in order to protest and march and do the same garbage every year. And they focus on blaming everybody else but themselves for their own problems. There's two types of black people in the world. And that is pretty much my explanation of the two. Sadly, a lot of us black folk that are of the intelligent class, the class that not necessarily look down on anyone, because we don't look down on people. We want people to elevate in their mindset. We want people to come up. At the same time, a lot of you that are educated, that are smart, you may be around the other group, the other side. And because of that, you're frustrated because you see the delusion, you see the lack of intelligence, the lack of empathy, the lack of compassion, the lack of using deductive reasoning skills to find the solution. They don't have conflict resolution skills. These are the type of situations that really frustrate you as a black man, black woman who believe in justice. And when you see black people supporting Karmelo Anthony, it makes you shake your head in disbelief at why would they do that? Why would they have that mindset? It's like a tribal mindset of victimhood and just supporting criminals now. This particular group do not call out the gang members. They don't call the cops when people get killed in the black community. The only time they seem to make noise is on social media when it involves anybody that's white. I call these people rage baiters, race hustlers. They're the real enemies to the black community. The real enemy to the black community are blacks that rage bait the community to keep them dumbed down and docile, keep them angry so that they could just be bitter. And in the process, the YouTuber, the influencer, the TikToker, the Instagrammer, they continually make money off of lies. And then when you have people like myself who are smart and intelligent, the intelligent of our people, we get condemned by the community. We get called judgmental. You're a traitor, you're a coon, a raccoon, a Sambo. These are the things that they call me for speaking the truth against the likes of Karmelo Anthony, who is a known killer. And it's very frustrating, guys, as a black man in America, to have to deal with this black fatigue. It's frustrating. If I feel this way, I know white people are pissed. And if you're white, you got to learn how to express yourself. You got to learn how to make videos and just speak your truth and stop worrying about being called a racist, because you have a bone in this fight too. If you have thoughts and opinion, you should never feel intimidated or feel like, oh, somebody's going to label you a racist if you speak your mind. No, you got to just speak your mind. As long as you're not doing anything wrong or whatsoever, just speak the truth. Now, notice in the chat, guys, somebody just said tether, right? Now, what is a tether, you may ask? A tether is defined as a person who is black, who don't agree with the FBA, Foundational Black American Community. The FBA, the Foundational Black American Community, is a racist hate group that is on social media that are racist towards whites. It's a hate group that is founded by Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is a known pimp turned author, video, documentary producer who go around claiming that he's fighting for black people, but really he's fighting for himself so that he could get paid. And what he did is he started this movement called FBA that stands for Foundational Black American, and it seems to attract the low-level blacks who have a victim mentality. These are the low-level blacks that refuse to get an education, they refuse to empower themselves, and they're always looking for someone to lead them. Those are the types that we have to deal with in the community. The types that go around and just continually spread a bunch of nonsense and just, infuriate other people. That's what they do. And it just makes no sense. They just go around claiming that, oh, anybody that's black that don't agree with them, they call them a tether, which is a racial slur. If you ever see the term tether being posted on social media, guys, it's directed towards a black man in whom the FBA community deem a traitor. Now, a traitor doesn't necessarily mean that he did something that goes against some sort of system that he was a part of, because I'm not a part of no FBA nonsense. I don't care for none of that bullshit. You understand? I don't got time for that garbage. Those people are losers. Those are people that dwell on victimhood. Those are the kind of people who think like a slave. Those are the kind of people who keep complaining about white people all day when white people are not even thinking about you. I live around whites and blacks, and when I look outside, white people are not thinking about black people. White people are thinking about their own personal business. Asian people are not thinking about black people. Asian people are thinking about their family, their education, and their businesses. That's it. No other ethnic group is thinking about black people. For some reason, black Americans, and I'm talking about the group that actually thinks in an inferiority mindset. They have this insecurity. They have this victimhood mindset. For some reason, they think that they're being attacked every day by everybody else. And it's sick. I'm tired of hearing that garbage on social media of people complaining about the white man. He's a racist. He's a this. We're being oppressed. White supremacy. Man, shut up and go get a job. You're always blaming somebody. You're always looking for a handout. You're always looking for somebody else to feel sorry for you when you don't even want to take care of your kids. You got a lot of things that you could do, black man, but instead you're blaming everybody else. You don't think white people got problems too? You think everybody that's white is just perfect and don't got no issues? You think every white family is just at peace and everybody's just great all the time? Everybody that's white is rich? No, you got white people that struggle to pay their bills. You got white people that got to pay a car note and they got to figure out how they're going to eat every month. You got white people that go to jobs and they don't get paid enough. You got white people that complain too. You got white people that have issues too. They're not thinking about you. They got their own issues. Russians got their own issues. Asians got their own issues. But for some people, black folk always want to make it a race issue. I'm tired of that garbage. I'm tired of it. Every time you turn around, I don't see no other group doing this. I don't see no other group playing the race card. Everybody else that come to this country works hard and they earn a living. Only in the black community, guys, do you find usins complaining. You've been in this country for so long and still don't own shit, don't want to do shit, and just keep complaining about everybody holding your back. Where are the black leaders, the black people that are actually doing something productive for their communities? You're not doing a damn thing. You go into New York, the Jewish community, they take care of their own people. They got their own schools. They got their own stores. They got this. Where the fuck is the black stores? Where the black schools? Y'all busy waiting for Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson is a piece of shit. He been robbing the black community of millions of dollars, telling you he building a school. He still ain't do nothing yet. Out of all these millionaire blacks, not one of them decided to make a black school. Not one of them decided to build nothing. You got all these millionaires that are black and none of them done a damn thing for the black community. Ain't that something? But the white man, The white man know how to build a community. The white man know how to build acres and acres of land, and he build communities, houses, communities, parks, fields, farming. I mean, industrial products, all sorts. The Asian man, he knows how to come to the country, build businesses, do this, do that, gas stations, restaurants, this, that. What is the black man doing? Complaining all day. That's all he doing, complaining all day. The East Indian man, he come to America, he starts businesses. He's doing this, he's doing that. Everybody else know how to get in the grind and work the system and do what they need to do. But the black man, all he do, complain, argue, blame everybody else for his problems. In and out of prison. You can't see? You can't see that you're your own problem? When I look at social media, all I see is black influencers rage baiting. That's the new hustle on social media right now. Rage baiting. Keeping black people down. These influencers are not educating the black community to bring them up. They're keeping you in a mindset of being a victim. And that's all they do. And that keeps the clicks, it keeps the likes going, and it helps them to get that YouTube check by you being dumbed down and docile. Here on Ringo TV, I educate and stimulate thought. I wake you up to the reality of what's going on in today's day. I'm a real leader. And I'm not teaching you to follow me. I'm teaching the black man and black woman to get off your ass and be somebody. Be the leader of yourself. Stop depending on everybody else to lead you. Lead yourself and stop being influenced by these damn demons on social media who want to keep you in a victimhood mindset. Every other ethnic group know how to go out there and win. Everybody else know how to do this. Only the black man complain. Matter of fact, the black woman is doing better than the black man in America. The black woman is. You know why? Because she understands to go get her education, to go get a job, to go start a business, to go grind and get it done. But the black man still complaining, still thinking like a slave, still thinking he on the plantation and always blaming everybody else for his problems. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the excuses and I'm tired of the lies. My job right now is to debunk all of these lying YouTubers that have been misleading you guys in regards to the Karmelo Anthony case. It's too many grifters who've been lying, making false claims to mislead viewers. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all of this mess. You guys need to learn how to support real influencers that are teaching truth, that are speaking the truth. Don't let it go down in history that you sat back and watched the real content creators do their job and you never support them. You don't click the like button. You don't support them financially. And you want truth to be in the world? How is that going to happen if you're not helping them to eat? You have to understand something, guys. I got to eat. Do you understand? This is what I do for a living. I don't think you understand that. This is what I do for a living. I got to eat. So if you rock with the truth, you got to learn how to support that truth. Don't just sit back in the background figuring, well, it'll just support itself when you're not supporting nothing. You understand? The few people who support, that's the only time I earn. That's the only time. Is when the few people support. That's the only time I earn anything. And I'm dishing out this level of information. Look how long I've been speaking. Non-stop information and facts. Who's speaking truth on social media right now? Who's giving you real content? Or is everybody just interested in lies? Because most YouTubers, they don't even be on long. They'll make a simple 8-minute video and they out. They don't speak to you. They don't interact with you. They don't speak nothing into your life. They lie to you every day. That's all they do. Now, let's get back to the content to hear more of this woman's lies so we could continue to debunk the lies that she's putting out.
I told y'all this was the first of many. To me, my personal opinion. And y'all let me know in the comment section, do y'all think that there's going to be some more? Some more, y'all. people going to jail over this situation.
Nobody went to jail and nobody was fired. Everything she's telling you is a lie. She's asking you, do y'all think there's going to be any more people that's going to lose their job over the Karmelo Anthony situation? Nobody lost their job, guys. That's the facts. What she's putting out is disinformation. Not even misinformation, disinformation. Is deliberately misleading. Just lying to the viewers for clicks.
They didn't got the clerk. Who's next?
Nobody got any clerk. That's a lie. Learn how to fact check information, guys.
Who's next? Because word on the street is his own lawyer used to work with, they had a firm with the prosecutor. They buddies.
Do you see what she just did? She said everybody's buddies. None of this stuff is confirmed, guy. It's all gossip. Lies. Lies. That's it. These YouTubers lie for a living.
They're buddies. And they call themselves crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's to make sure that Karmelo went to prison. And he got dealt with in prison. That's why they call themselves sending them to the McCaff's family members' prison, where family member is the warden.
You notice what she just said? She said that Karmelo Anthony's family is the warden at the prison. Guys, are y'all listening to this mess? Are y'all listening to this mess? Guys, when I tell you, man, I really wish that YouTube can even listen to me right now. Please put guidelines on your platform that when YouTubers deliberately lie, they get a strike because AI will verify their videos. It gotta be YouTube. If you are listening to this, please update your guidelines so that YouTubers will be better YouTubers to do their homework, because when they're deliberately lying, it ruins viewership. There gotta be some sort of algorithm with AI that can verify the statements of YouTubers. And when YouTubers are publishing, if they are deliberately lying, a warning come on the screen saying what you said is not true. Refrain from doing that or your stream will be taken down. You guys got to put something in line, man. I really hope that YouTube implement this, because it would save me a lot of trouble of having to debunk all of these lies every time. You know? But let me do this. Let me do this quick search real fast, guys. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me do a quick search. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba. Let me see. Do any of, all right. Da da da. Metcalf. Da da da. Karmelo. Da da. Okay, Anthony. Okay. Let's look for this. Let me put this in ChatGPT so I can verify this information. Do any of Austin Metcalf family work in the prison where Karmelo? Wait, does any of Austin Metcalf family work in the prison where Karmelo Anthony is? Based on available public information, I have not found any credible evidence that a member of Austin Metcalf's family works at the prison where Karmelo Anthony is incarcerated. This appears to be another rumor that has circulated on social media. If such a relationship exists, especially given the high-profile nature of the case, it likely would have been reported by credible news organizations or acknowledged by the relevant Texas agency. I could not find any such reporting. There is also no indication in the court record or mainstream coverage that Austin Metcalf's parents, siblings, or other immediate family members are employees of the prison housing Anthony. Anthony's incarceration or housing assignment was influenced by any connection to the victim's family, right? So it says, wait, let me read that again, because I think I read it wrong. Anthony's incarceration or housing assessment was influenced by any connection to the victim's family. Okay, so it's telling me what was not there. Okay, if you've seen a video or posting making this claim, it's worth asking whether it provides verifiable evidence, such as the name of the alleged family member, the specific prison and job title, or documentation from the Texas Department of Criminal Defense. It goes on and it says, without that kind of evidence, the claim should be treated as unsubstantiated rather than accepted as fact. If you have a screenshot or link to specific claim, I can help evaluate the evidence it presents. Well, there is no evidence because the woman just said what she said and it's not verified. This is why, guys, when I do my streams, I always debunk all the lies by verifying it via ChatGPT, because it's like YouTubers don't even use these tools to help them to become better content creators. They just come online gossiping and spreading what they heard from somebody else because they really don't got no content to make. So they just regurgitate what they heard from somebody else. Well, Willie D is the ultimate liar on YouTube. Anybody that's still subscribed to Willie D, something's wrong with you. Willie D lies in every single video he posts. Every video. I can't even keep up with the lies he published because he have somebody else working with him. Willie D don't upload his own videos. Somebody else is working with him. He's not doing the videos by himself. The videos, he keep releasing videos every minute. Somebody else is working with him. He's not doing it himself. You understand? He lies about everything he posts. Nothing is truthful. He just clicks bait people all the time.
I mean, they had this lined up. And if we're seeing them do this to him, how many times have they done this before, y'all? That's the question. That's the question. There's some serious investigation going on right now, y'all. Some serious investigating going on. This is her page. Rest in peace, Austin. Never forget Austin. This woman was leaking information. They said if you are working around a situation like this and this and that, you're supposed to be neutral till you hear everything. But everybody worked against Karmelo, hid information about the twins. And they put anything that they could find out on Karmelo. And when they couldn't find nothing, they made up some shit. Okay, y'all? They made up some stuff. Squeaky clean background. Squeaky clean. They want to act like he a straight thug, thizzle. This is what they try to act like with Karmelo. Somebody that saved somebody's life, somebody that was working 2 jobs, somebody that got 20-something scholarships. Okay? Somebody that was the coach of 2 teams. Okay? He was the coach of 2 teams. This was a busy kid, y'all. He was. Karmelo was so busy. Working 2 jobs and coaching two different teams. I think it was a football and track or something like that. I don't even know what all he was doing. But he was doing a lot. He was the coach of both.
You know what's so crazy,
he was
guys?
That outspoken.
You know what's so crazy? You have somebody in the live chat, right? Somebody in the live chat says a Talon Metcalf is at the such and such unit. Karmelo is at Wallace Pack. And you say, so let me get this straight. So anybody with the name Metcalf is their family. So anybody that have my last name must be my family too. Anybody that have your last name must be your family too. Is that what you're saying? This is how stupid people are, guys. This is how dumb people are. So anybody that have a last name like the last name Metcalf must be the same. Guys, if that was so, Karmelo would be able to walk out of the prison free. That would be a conflict of interest. Do you understand? I'm telling something's wrong with people, guys, mentally. People are mentally disturbed. And what's happening is these people are getting this from other influencers on social media. They're getting these lies from people on social media, guys. That's what's happening. And it's sick. Absolutely sick, guys. You know? More just lies. Like I just found some information. I just kind of came across some information on Facebook. It says, is it true that Talon Metcalf is the senior warden at such and such facility in the Texas Department of the Criminal Justice System where Karmelo Anthony was initially taken? However, the claim circulating on social media is that he is related to the victim, Austin Metcalf, have not been confirmed yet. Karmelo's human rights are being violated. This person said his human rights are being violated. Really? This is probably the most racist situation I have ever witnessed in my lifetime. The only reason this is allowed to happen is because he's black. You see what I mean about victimhood, guys? That person who made the post is one of them victimhood blacks. That's just so worried about white people all day. So it goes on and it says, Karmelo's human rights are being violated. That's where they're getting this lie from, guys. They finding these posts and then they're running with the same narrative. It says, this probably is the most racist situation I've ever witnessed in my life. The only reason this is allowed to happen is because he's black. If the justice system weren't corrupt, the FBI would be investigating this whole process and all the people involved, from the judge to the warden. Melo was in the Metcalf family court for his trial, and now he's in the Metcalf family prison. Now, you notice what that person claim it is? Let me put this on the screen so I can put this person on blast too, so that if you follow them on Facebook, you won't anymore. Let me put this up there so that you can see who I'm talking about, because it just goes to show how these people just keep lying every day, bro. They're just lying every single day, every day. There are so many lies, guys, that I'm overwhelmed. That's why when I do my videos, guys, there's so much videos I got to do, but there's so many lies. I can't even respond to all the lies. It's so much. It's so many lies out there right now. Right? So now check this out. Let's put this on the screen. This is what I was just reading. So if you come across this guy, Louis McFadden, notice he got a check mark, and yet he's spreading a bunch of lies, guys. This is what he's spreading around. So anybody with the name Metcalf must be the family members, right? This is what we got to deal with, fam. How many of you got the same last name like other people? I remember working at the 9 to 5 with people that had my last name. Does that mean that they're my family? Like, people are dumb, fam. Like, I don't know, man. It's getting out of hand. The stupidity is getting really out of hand, guys. But anyway, let's get back to the content. Let's do what we got to do. Let me go back to her video. Okay, let's go.
Okay. And I told y'all he had the same mentality to me when they were, because they got a video that they're playing.
And I didn't even look up to see if even such person exists, because a lot of times they just make up people. They literally use AI, generate people, and before you know it, they got people out there believing this garbage. You know, this is what they do. I didn't even go look it up, and it don't make no sense. Well, Freezy is another damn liar on YouTube. Guys, listen to me very carefully, fam. You need to unsubscribe from people like Freezy, Lowdown, Willie D Live, who else? That Lakeisha, whatever. You need to unsubscribe from these people and never view their platform ever. Don't even go there to see what they're talking about, ever. Because these are the platforms that have been lying. Another one, what is this? What's this guy? Something hypocrite, something channel, something called Hypocrites. I don't know, whatever his name is. It has hypocrite in it. And he's a hypocrite, right? Then you got some other guy. What's his name? Something Rockstar. Something Rockstar something. Some black guy that you see, he come on, introverted Rockstar. He's another liar. This man lies every day, bro. All he talk about is sundown towns. Everything is rage baiting, race hustling. That's all these guys do. Yeah, House of Hypocrites. He's another damn liar. A liar. Nobody should be watching these people. I don't know why you guys watch these people. Nobody should be watching these liars. You see? None. Freezy had nothing but liars on his platform. He been bringing on guests talking about this person's a witness. None of these people were a witness in the Karmelo Anthony case. None of them were at court. None of them. But he been bringing up a bunch of fake witnesses to keep the engagement up. That's all they do, guys, is lie every day. I don't lie, and I don't even get the support that I deserve. Why is it that people who lie get all the views? That's all they do. Lie. And you folks view them. How many of you folks are going to still view these platforms that I'm mentioning? You still going to view. Even though I'm telling you, still going to view. Because it's in your nature to want to be lied to.
On social media about Karmelo Anthony and how he talked to, the other team members and this and that and that and this. He was in their tail trying to pull out the greatness in everybody. He had that type of mentality.
She don't know nothing about Karmelo to talk about he had this greatness to pull out the greatness in people. She don't know him, but she's acting like she know him.
And it reminded me of Jordan when Jordan used to trash talk his team members and stuff like that. But it wasn't for to start no stuff. It was to make them better. This is what Jordan did.
There's so many YouTubers, guys, that are lying about the Karmelo Anthony case. It's so disgusting. It's very disgusting. And they're all black. They're all black, guys. You know how that makes us look? It makes us look like we're not trustworthy. Like as a community, when you come to social media, you can't even trust a black influencer. And you're wondering why most white people gravitate towards white platforms. Because of the lies that are coming from black creators, And I don't lie. I'm pretty sure I got white viewers, At the same time, I know that they would more feel comfortable to go to a platform where you got white influencers speaking on the Karmelo situation because they're more reliable. They know that they're not going to lie. Now, they got some white platforms that are lying. Like you got this white guy on TikTok. He been lying a lot. He been lying like crazy. What they call his name? His name sound like some sort of military type, government type. I don't know. Some weird name, some white guy. He's a liar. Everything he posts is a lie. There's a few of them on TikTok. They seem to be gravitating with black people in order to get the black clicks, the black vote. But yeah, the guy I'm speaking of, that I'm thinking of in my mind, he's a liar too. And he's real sick because he just keeps lying and he don't care.
Did it look like Jordan was bullying people when he was trash talking? No, right? But they wanted to make it look as if.
Well, the majority of these people, these black folks that are influencers, that are liars, they're all a part of that FBA club. That's another thing. Yeah, his name is called Secret Sam. Yeah, he's another liar. Another liar, guys. That's right. Another liar. He's been lying. A lot of them been using his material to publish more lies. That's right. He's another liar, another grifter who he grift from the black community in order to get the black clicks, because there are some white people. See, a lot of times on social media, people think if somebody's white, they cannot speak any lies, like they're perfect. No, you got some white people that are influencers and they can't really build an audience with white people, meaning the white community don't accept them because the white community know that they're a grifter. So what happened is these particular whites that are influencers who are unable to make money from their own community, they go to the black community. And what they do is they jump on board content that they see black people are interested in. So if blacks are more favoring Karmelo Anthony, then what you're going to have are people who are white who will begin to speak the same language that black people want to hear. And now black people will accept them as one of their own. And now they're able to make money and build a following. It's real sick. Social media is I tell you, it's a business that it's filled with a bunch of evil people, man.
Karmelo was trash talking people. If that's the case, why did he get captain of both teams? Ask yourself this question, y'all. It doesn't make no sense. A lot of people is comparing cases that went down in Collin County too, and showing that a lot of people that's in Collin County, they do what the judge want them to do. They do what the prosecutors want them to do. They don't come as a juror and use their own brain and is presented with information that should get the other person locked up. They go in there sitting there, see, already knowing what they gonna do, when, well, who, what.
And to anybody that want me to respond to any sort of video or anything, you got to send me information on Instagram. That is what you do. Don't post nothing in the live chat about any podcast or what this person or any of that nonsense. You send me the information on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw on Instagram. That way I can get exactly what you're talking about. And don't send me no 3-hour video because I'm not watching it. You understand? If you're going to send me information, make it make sense. I don't got time to waste, right? I don't got time in one day to watch a 3-hour video of somebody else talking, right? And I'm supposed to be reacting to that. You know how long it would take to get through that? You send a timestamp of what they're talking about, and that way I'll be able to do what I need to do. That's it. You know, make it simple, make it plain. That way I can go right to the source and find whatever. So if somebody's a liar, they're spreading lies, because all these influencers, I'm going to debunk all of their lies. It's just that it's so much that I can't do everything in one setting. I can't. There's so many other videos I should be making right now. And it's like I'm overwhelmed with so much work and I'm trying to get through it. Hoping that if I make this video here and I'm debunking Miss Lowdown, that should be enough to make the viewers know to never watch that person's platform because they're a liar. You get what I'm saying? I debunked that Keisha lady, but you still got people watching. Why? Because they're dumb. Her audience is stupid. What could I do? I cannot help the audience that's over there because they're already brainwashed. Once an audience is brainwashed, they're going to rock with whoever they rock with, even though they're being lied to. Eventually, they'll wake up over time, but by then, that YouTuber already made all the money they need to make already. You know? So they don't care. Half of these YouTubers, they don't care even if you expose them. They see that as publicity. So even if I'm talking about them, they see it as negative publicity, which will help them to still get clicks and views. They don't care. That's how sick they are. You know, that's how sick they are. They don't care as long as they're making money. That's all that matters. That's why I teach the viewers, starve them out. Don't view their videos. Don't view their videos. That's it. But you know what's happening? I'm telling you folks don't view their videos and you don't view mine. And I'm the one teaching you the truth. That's what's so sick about this. That's why I need to find my audience, my tribe, the people that actually rock with the truth. Because if you rock with the truth, those are the people that will support the truth. Just like a few people supported in this live stream. You know why? They support the truth. So they don't just support by showing up, but they support financially. Then you have those that support by hitting the like button, getting the engagement up, posting comments. You know, that's important. That's what helps the stream to reach people. Because if you're not supporting the show, YouTube is looking at my work like, well, you're not happy with the video. You know? That, remember, YouTube is controlled by AI. So AI is looking at the engagement and they're like, well, I don't see those viewers that are watching Ringo. They're not commenting. They're not participating. They're not showing up. So I don't think that it's worth sharing his videos because, you know, the viewers must not be happy. And that's what the algorithm believes because you're not participating. You have to participate, guys. Participate in the comments. Just like even when I finish the live stream and I'm done, learn how to come into the comment section and post your thoughts about the video. That tells YouTube something good is happening over here. But when nobody come into the comments and the video stream ended and there's zero feedback from people, then when random people show up to the channel, you know how it go. People go straight to the comment section. But when they don't see no comments, they're like, ain't nothing happening. Let me just leave. And they leave. It's just like when you go to an Instagram post and you view the comments. That's the first place y'all go to, is the comments, to see what's going on, see what the people's saying. If you see a lot of good comments, the video must be good. Let me look at the video. But if you don't see no comments, ain't nothing happening here. I'm not watching your video. So inadvertently, as viewers that rock with me, you're actually sabotaging my platform when you refuse to post comments. I understand everybody got a busy life. I understand you may be at work, but if you rock with the platform, learn how to pull up and leave a comment under the videos, because that is what tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job. And even if you know I'm doing a good job, if you're not letting YouTube know I'm doing a good job, then YouTube is not rewarding me. So I suffer in the process. And then when my platform is gone, you guys are going to be the same one saying, Ringo, where are you at? Ringo, where are you? Well, guys, I'm not doing YouTube no more. What? What happened? You don't support the shows. You don't support the shows. It gotten real bad, and you guys don't support the shows. Those of you that rock with me behind the scenes that I talk to, you know what's going on because I talk to you guys. I'm trying to make these people know little by little, but hey, it's like it's just not getting through their head. So let me get back to the content. Let's go.
When, where, and why. Just another case right here. Similar to Karmelo, y'all. This guy, I guess he was sitting in a car or something. And somebody, I think they said somebody assaulted him, punched him in the face or something like that. He pulled out a weapon and he pow. This Jason guy. And they said that it was self-defense. They said there was, he was in fear of his life. They dropped the demise charge, no prison time, and fear was justified because of the color of his skin, y'all. But when it came down to Karmelo, he was convicted of first-degree demise, sentenced to 30...
Let me explain something to you guys, right? Let me explain this because I don't think people understand. Guys, when I'm streaming, right, I don't think you guys understand how much work this is. This is very draining on your mental. You're speaking, you're talking, you're thinking, you're trying to interact with people. You're dealing with trolls, you're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. There is so much things that's happening while I am sitting down communicating. It takes a lot of energy to do. And I don't think people understand that. I don't think people understand how much it takes to focus on all this information, all this thought process, all the stuff that goes into actually communicating on social media via live stream. It's a lot of work. And people don't think it's work. They think it's a game. They don't understand how my mind is literally moving all over the place. Sometimes y'all get upset if I don't respond to you in a live chat. Y'all don't understand. I'm at work. I'm at work. I'm at work, which means my mind is moving. I'm thinking. I'm processing information back to back to back to back to back. I cannot respond to everybody. I cannot read everybody's comment. Impossible. Don't stress me out. The only time I can read anything is if you super chat, and people don't even know how to do that. Do you understand? They don't even know how to do that. Some people get mad. I have people that inbox me on Instagram, but like, bruh, you don't read my comments. I'm like, bro, I'm working. What are you talking about? If you want me to read your comments, super chat and support the work. Like, bro, it's like people want stuff but don't support. I had somebody that responded to one of my Ashley Janae videos. They was like, you don't talk about Ashley Janae no more. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, you don't even support me. Like, time is money. You don't support me. Do you not understand I gotta eat? Do you not understand that? You want Ashley Janae videos, support me. Support the work. Now, I don't want to support the work, but I want videos. I don't want to support you, but I want you to make videos. That makes sense? They don't make no sense. I got a lot of Ashley Janae videos that I got to make. But guess what? I'm busy talking about different topics. It's just one of me. I don't have a twin. I'm not a triplet. You understand? I'll get to these different topics when I get to them. But if you want my attention, support the work. You understand? That's like I'm here doing my work and somebody cash at me $200. Yo, Ringo, man. Yo, what up, man? Yo, you can make a video on the Ashley Janae situation. I know you haven't made a video. You got my attention right away. You got my attention right away because you're supporting the work. But don't come to me privately demanding videos and you don't support nothing that I do. That's crazy. That is madness. You don't support, but you want something. No, that's not how it works, man. You got to support this work. I'm a busy man. I'm a family man. I got kids to raise. I got bills I got to pay. And nobody want to support the work. And I'm out here providing all of this knowledge and content. The only one debunking all the lies and speaking the truth. Ain't no YouTuber speaking truth. None. Everybody's grifting to make a buck. Absolutely amazing, man. Shout out to Martha for the membership. I got to update my memberships. That's something I haven't updated since damn near 2017. I haven't updated those memberships. And I'm raising those prices on them memberships. Them prices are going up. No doubt. Them prices is way outdated. And then what I'm going to start to do is make member-only content. That's what I'm going to start to do. When I update my membership prices, I'm going to make member-only content. In other words, I'm going to go live, do the live stream for the members, and then only the members get to see it first. And then, I guess after like a week or whatever, then I'll release it to the public via like a premiere or whatever the case is. That way the members are able to see certain things before everybody else. Or if it's something exclusive, I'll do it that way, you know? But I'll do that in due time. I'm just overworked, guys. I got so much things that I got to do. So much things that I got to do. Anyway, let's get back to this.
5, and fear was not even accepted. When he had 2 professional judos, okay, all up in his face with their friends surrounding him. They snatched his book bag. They admitted to snatching his book bag.
Do you see what I mean, guys? That they snatched his book bag. How they snatched his book bag if he got his knife out of his book bag? Do you see the lies, guys? Do you see these lies? You got people saying that Karmelo Anthony was surrounded. Karmelo was at the top of the bleachers. The top. That's why he was able to run upward so fast after he stabbed Austin. He wasn't in the middle. He wasn't being jumped. Nobody was jumped. This is what black people are saying. Only black people are saying Karmelo was jumped because they're looking for a reason to make him look like it was self-defense, even though the evidence clearly shows that he's a murderer. You know, at no point in the history of this trial did Karmelo Anthony publicly say, through his attorney, through his spokesperson, through anyone, did Karmelo ever say that he was jumped? Never. So anybody you hear saying that Karmelo was jumped is lying to you. Off the brink. If you hear anybody telling you Karmelo got jumped, they're lying. Because Karmelo never said that. His mother never said that. His father never said that. The judge never said that. No witness said that. Karmelo never said that. Alexandra guy, he never said that. Nobody said that. But yet YouTubers are saying that. And because the viewers are uneducated, they believe the lie. So you got a bunch of idiots walking around saying, yo, that's messed up, yo. Karmelo was jumped. You don't think the courts, the judges, the lawyers, and everybody haven't combed through everything? You know how many witnesses was at that event that saw Karmelo kill that kid? Do you know how many witnesses testified against him? That man deserved life in prison. They were lenient on him by giving him 35 years and said he could be out on parole in 17 years. They gave him an easy sentence. It seems severe to you folks, but they gave him something. They gave him a good deal. And he's never getting out of prison. So I don't know why everybody's hyped up over all these civil rights hustling attorneys that jumped on board, because there's not going to be no retrial, guys. Their job and responsibility is to comb through the case to see if there was any errors. There are no errors. And y'all gonna have a rude awakening. All of you folks that keep supporting Karmelo, y'all gonna literally fall apart when y'all realize that the so-called dream team that y'all been calling them, oh, that's gonna fail. And y'all gonna be sitting back mad at the world. Y'all gonna find a new person. Y'all gonna be blaming those attorneys when it's all said and done with. Y'all gonna be laughing and mocking at those attorneys in anger. You know? You're gonna be pissed off with those attorneys because you're gonna realize it didn't work. You don't think that they did what they had to do with this case? The judge made sure that the courtroom was tightly shut. Everything was done according to the books. You understand? So that nobody can do anything wrong. And all those black folks that tried to get on the jury, they were rejected because they were biased. They weren't impartial. They were partial in judgment. They already made up their mind that they were going to support Karmelo. And you can't be on the jury and you're partial in judgment and bias. You can't. Karmelo had a jury of his peers. Jury of your peers are people from the community. You understand? People of the community were in that court. And jury of your peers don't mean blacks. That's not what jury of your peers mean. It means anybody from the community that is impartial, and capable of judging you, not based on race, religion, or any of that, but looking at the facts. That is a jury of your peers. You understand? But in the black community on social media, they think Karmelo needed black people on the jury board in order for him to have a jury of his peers. That just goes to show that the black community is not educated when it comes to the court process. They just don't know how things work. They think you need to see people that look like you. To be honest, if I'm on trial for murder, I don't want no black people on the jury list. Somebody said, what? I don't want no black people on the jury list if I'm on trial for murder. I need people that's going to speak the truth. And based on my own experiences and research with social media, based on this Karmelo Anthony case, the majority of the black folks that are siding with Karmelo are liars. They're not going to tell the truth. So if I had a jury of my peers and it consists of 3 whites and everybody else is black, they may just put me in prison because they don't like me. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to judge properly, man. They don't. How in the world could anybody side with Karmelo and he's guilty of murder? No self-defense. Why are we even talking about this still? Nobody should be talking about Karmelo at this point. But the grifters and the race hustlers are still trying to cash them checks in.
They act like they didn't hear that, okay? They put their hands on him. They admitted to that. Even though they try to act like it was a push or a shove, but we know different. We know different, that it had to be more to it than that. We saw him hauling tail up out that tent as if he was running for his life. We saw people chasing him. They wasn't going to just break him off up under that tent. They was going to do it in front of the world. In front of everybody. If they would have caught him, if Austin would not have got stuck, they would have chased him. And they all would have still jumped him. Right in front of everybody. But things did not go the way they thought they would. And it turned out that one of the bullies get taken out.
See? She said one of the bullies. All of that is lies, guys. That's how black people identify white people as bullies. Nobody saw nothing, right? Karmelo never said he was being bullied. Karmelo didn't even testify in his own trial. Think about how crazy that is. You claim self-defense, but you don't even testify on your own behalf. Ain't that madness? The whole world needed to hear Karmelo's side, and he never even took the stand. Ain't that sick? That's why he got 35 years, because he's a coward. He didn't even want to take the stand because they knew if he took the stand, the attorney from Metcalf family would have had a field day with Karmelo. First thing first, why you brought a knife? Why you brought a knife to that event at that stadium? Why? Why? You weren't participating. Why was a weapon in your bag? Why, when you were asked to leave, you didn't leave? Why? Why you plunged a knife in Austin's heart? Why? The attorney would have cooked Karmelo on the stand. That's why they didn't make Karmelo speak, guys. Everybody that's defending Karmelo looked dumb. Y'all supposed to be asking this question. Why Karmelo didn't speak for himself? Self-defense, you're supposed to be speaking for yourself so the world can understand your story. If anything, Karmelo put himself in prison because people want to understand what self-defense means to Karmelo. What was the reasoning behind stabbing someone to death when there was no threat of your life being taken? A push does not justify or warrant using a knife to stab somebody in the heart. That's why they didn't put Karmelo on the stand. It would have been a disaster. Karmelo would have been the laughingstock of the world if they would have put him on the stand, because everybody wanted to hear his thoughts. I know the white community wanted to hear what Karmelo had to say, because I wanted to hear what Karmelo had to say, and he never took the stand. And I'm like, damn, he never took the stand for himself. He never came out to tell the world exactly what he'd been through, because he could have explained his story better than anybody. But instead, he got all these trolls, NPCs, rage baiters, and race hustlers and grifters on social media explaining his story. And nobody was there to know the story, but they're all giving their interpretations, misleading the viewers. And then the viewers repeat the same lies to others in different comment sections.
And we don't even know how, because he was stuck. But how do we not know he didn't fall further on it? Because he fell.
You see that? She's saying that Austin fell on a knife. You see the madness? He fell on a knife. Do you see this? Guys, this is what these YouTubers are saying. She's basically saying that Austin fell on the knife, implying that Karmelo didn't push the knife all the way in his body, that he fell on the knife. Nowhere in any report was it stated that Austin fell on a knife. Nobody. All those witnesses saw what happened. And black people are denying this. They're denying it. They're playing dumb at this point.
It was raining. The bleachers were slippery. Who wants to get into a power session on some rainy, wet bleachers?
Karmelo ran down the bleachers. Karmelo ran down the bleachers. You understand? So what is she saying?
Who want to do that? Apparently, street association stalkers, they want to do that. They saw a chance to start some shitter at school, which they weren't even supposed to be there.
That wasn't a school. Do you see? This is, again, misleading. That was not a school. You see? They were visiting there for an event.
First day back. First day back to the track meet. Already got in some trouble. First day back, and they started some more shitter. These were troubled kids. And they hid their records. They didn't even allow it. They didn't even allow for to put information in front of the jurors, in front of the world, to let people know what type of person that Austin and Hunter were, what type of people they were. They were bullies. And they hid all of that just so they could get this 35-year sentence on him. Now, I'm going to ask y'all, if they just fired one person, do you think they're about to fire some more? Do you think this judge is going to get disbarred because of how he did this child? Y'all, a lot of people is peed off about it. They really are. And so many celebrities that came out and put in money toward.
I don't know why people don't have brain cells and whatnot. The place where the track meet is just a place where they meet to pretty much do what they got to do. It's a stadium. You understand? That's it. It's a stadium where the people in that district go to use as for certain events and whatnot. It is not the school, right? So let's keep it in proper context. You know, let's not just make it up into something that is not, right? So, because here's the thing. You don't bring knives to school. Could you bring a knife to school? Could Karmelo just walk into school with a knife? No. You can't bring no knife to school. So why would Karmelo bring a knife to that event? Because if they had metal detectors, they would have caught that knife at the door. You see? It don't make no sense. Why would Karmelo bring that knife at that event? Because he wouldn't bring that to no school. You'll get in trouble. You will get in trouble. Let me do this real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me do this real fast. Let me do this search. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right. All right. Let me do this search. All right. Let me do a search for this. I'm looking for something. Give me a minute, guys. So I can get this information. All right. Okay. I just asked the question, can students bring a 3.5-inch knife to Towson Catholic High School in Maryland or Oak Hill Academy in Virginia? It says no. Students cannot bring a 3.5-inch knife to either school. Both Maryland and Virginia have strict laws and zero tolerance policies against bringing weapons onto any school property. Right? So, the person in the chat that keep going off about the stadium as a school, please stop the garbage, please. Please stop the madness. Let's just stop being slow. No school allowed knives. Right? So you're wasting your time. Right? Let me also do another search. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me do this. Because that search was for Karmelo. Right? Let me do this. All right. All right, here we go. So Austin was a linebacker. He was an honored student and a standout linebacker for school's football team. Okay. Let me do this. Alrighty. Could students bring a 3.5-inch knife to... Okay. Let's see. My question is, can students bring a 3.5-inch knife to Memorial High School in Frisco? Answer, no. Students cannot bring a 3.5-inch knife to Memorial High School, right? While Texas law generally permits individuals to carry knives with blades under 5 inches, Frisco Independent School District, FISD, strictly prohibits weapons of any kind, including all knives, on any school property or at any school-sponsored event. Let me put it on the screen for the demons in the chat. I do my homework. I do my homework so I can shut down all these damn liars in my live chat. Now watch this, chat. Watch this. See, I do my homework in the background while I'm streaming. And I ask the question, could students bring a 3.5-inch knife, to the Memorial such and such high school in Frisco? It says no. Students cannot bring a 3.5-inch knife to Memorial High School, right? While Texas law generally permits individuals to carry knives with blades under 5 inches, Frisco Independent School District, FISD, strictly prohibits weapons of any kind, including all knives, on any school property. Now, somebody in the live chat kept saying that the stadium is a school property, right? Okay, listen, dummy. Listen. Frisco Independent School District strictly prohibits weapons of any kind, including all knives, on any school property. Now, what? Not only the property, or at school-sponsored events. So if the event is taking place at a stadium, no knife supposed to be there. No knife supposed to be there. So why did Karmelo have a knife on him? Come on now. Come on. Possessing a knife on campus is a violation of the Frisco ISD Student Code of Conduct. So Karmelo was already in violation. Students found with any knife are subject to severe school disciplinary actions, such as suspension, placement in a disciplinary alternative education program, or expulsion. Do you see that? Do you see that? You could stay there in the live chat arguing amongst yourselves. You look stupid, right? Don't even waste your time, because I already made my point. You trying to basically say that the stadium is a school. The stadium is not a school. The stadium is a place where the schools use as for events, right? So quit wasting your time, because while you're wasting your time, you're trying to defend Karmelo. No knife belong at any school event and at any school property. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. You look dumb as hell. Now, that being said, let's get back to the content, because I'm always debunking these idiots.
This lawsuit, this case, there's going to be a lawsuit too. I do believe that, for sure. You don't take a good child that has no background and getting in no type of trouble and turn them into a monster. For two monsters and turn them around and make them look like they angels. The truth is always going to come out, regardless of whether they like it or not. But y'all let me know in the comment section, do you all think there's some more firing about to go on, that the shitika is about to hit the fan?
She said there's going to be more firing going on when nobody was fired. Nobody been fired. Up to this day, nobody been fired. Absolutely none. And yet, listen, if you have a problem, if you feel insulted, get the fuck off the platform, bruh. Like, I don't got time to waste with you. You ain't supporting this show. You ain't hitting the Cash App. You ain't supporting the platform. You don't even give a fuck about the truth that I'm speaking. So leave, dog. You wasting your time. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. If you have a fucking problem, leave, man. I don't got time to play with you. You and your damn feelings because you want it to be known that a knife could be at a school. No knife could be on any school property. So what does that say about Karmelo? Because I know you're a Karmelo supporter, low key.
Because if they done got rid of one person, you best believe they about to find a trail of others. And the internet, like I told you, is undefeated. They digging into everybody's information. And I can't wait till they find out who those jurors were, because I bet you they were some of their friends. But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. Thank you all so much for watching.
So everybody that supported her video, watched her video, you help her to get 10,000 plus views, over 12 to 1,500 likes, and she lied to you the whole time. Nothing came out of her platform that was the truth. Nothing. Yet all this information I'm sharing, you got these Karmelo Anthony supporters ignoring facts. Imagine people defending Karmelo Anthony, and he had a weapon at a sporting event where kids are supposed to be competing. What was his reasoning for having a weapon on him? Why did he have a knife on him? For what? He wasn't competing. He had no cleats, because they try to use that knife about, oh, kids carry these knives. Nobody carry no damn knife because they're not permitted on school property. So nobody had no knife. So quit listening to these liars on YouTube telling you that, oh, all the students carry these knives. Nobody can have these knives. It's against policy. It's against policy. And yet people acting like they know what goes on in these schools. You know? It don't make no sense, bro. No sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever, fam. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to pretty much get up on out of here, man. I got to get up in the morning and go do my workout. I got a lot of things that I got to do and whatnot. I'm going to try to get out early, too, so I could do this workout early in the morning. Hopefully it rain or something, because working out in the rain is way better than working out in the boiling hot sun, to be honest with you. I don't know if any of you guys work out in the rain. I mean, not pouring rain, but like if it's like light drizzle or whatever the case is, it's the best time to put in a workout, because the air is cool and you're able to really breathe easy. But when it's damn near 90 degrees outside, man, yeah, that's just not good for when you're working out, bro. But it's crazy, man. Let me see. Well, it's very upsetting that Karmelo stabbed this kid in the heart and killed him. He had his whole future ahead of him. This guy was a star. And the internet is basically trying to trash this young kid's life, even in death. Talking about he was a bully, he was a known bully, and he was this horrible person. And I'm like, yo, man, just vicious rumors, man. Absolutely vicious rumors, bro. Karmelo didn't convince his own defense. He didn't even take the stand. Listen, guys, I'm going to have to make a playlist, because I didn't just now start making videos about Karmelo. I've been made videos about Karmelo from when he first got arrested and the black community turned against me. So you may have to want to go back and watch those videos. I literally told the world Karmelo's going to prison on day one. I told everybody Karmelo's going to prison, because I understand what you call it, the law in regards to self-defense. I understand how that works, and I didn't see it when it comes to his situation. There was no self-defense. Like, how do you use self-defense if somebody pushed you? Well, they pushed me, so I decided to kill him. Man, we'll be killing everybody all day if that was the case. So if somebody pushed me, I got a right to kill him? Damn. That's cold, man. You pushed me. You stepped on my Jordans, so I'm gonna kill you. Imagine how many people would be in prison over that. That's crazy, man. I don't want that type of stuff. I don't want to do that type of mess. This person says you got to check your grammar, fam. I guess you meant you're trying to trash Karmelo. Why just can't say it was an unfortunate event-ish? Happens, mind your business. How could you tell me to mind my business and it's everybody's business on social media? I could tell you didn't graduate junior high school. I know you dropped out. Poor grammar, don't know how to communicate your thoughts. Just sad. I mean, you're literally going to tell me that I'm trying to trash Karmelo. Karmelo is trash. Karmelo is a piece of shit. He's one of the type of people that I don't want in the community because he killed kids. He's a kid killer. Why would I look at Karmelo like a good kid and he murdered somebody? I don't care about no Karmelo Anthony. You think I'm going to ride with him because he's black? Fuck Karmelo. I don't care about him. If he killed any one of your kids, you going to be riding with him? Answer that question. Answer the question like a man at Money Bang. If you got a son and Karmelo stabbed your son, I'm talking to you, Money Bang. If you have a son and your son pushed Karmelo, would you be okay with Karmelo stabbing your son in the heart and killing him? Would you? Would you side with Karmelo if Karmelo stabbed your son, your only son, because your son pushed him out of the tent and said, bro, you gotta go. This is my tent, my football team, my track team, whatever the case is, you can't be in the team. And he asked him to leave. He didn't want to leave. So your son pushed Karmelo and Karmelo put that knife in your son's heart. You gonna be cool with it? You gonna be cool with? Answer the fucking question, bro. Answer the question. I'm telling you, bro, these people can never answer the question, bro. You can never answer the question. If my son was in a fight and got, I hope he wasn't the aggressor. These people, he can't answer the question, y'all. Do you see how he can't answer the question? You not no man, dog. You not a man. I ask you a simple question. If your son pushed Karmelo and Karmelo stabbed him in the heart and killed him and claimed self-defense, do you believe that's self-defense? You believe that's self-defense? If my kid got pushed, I would have wanted him to handle his business. Guys, do you see how he can't answer the question? Do you see how he can't answer the question? Do you see how he can't answer the question? This ninja is riding with Karmelo. He's a Karmelo supporter. I'm asking him a simple question. If Karmelo stabbed your son to death because your son pushed him, would you believe that Karmelo did what he did in self-defense? Answer the question. You can't answer the question. You see what I mean? You telling me that I can't rad? I think you meant to say read. Gotta check your grammar. I don't know what rad. You can't rad? Cause I've been answer. You ain't answer nothing. You ain't answer anything. You said that I'm trying to trash Karmelo. How am I trashing Karmelo? Karmelo is trash already. Karmelo been trash. You know? I'm telling you, bro. This guy still won't answer straight. He can't answer. He walks around questions, guys. He's not answering the question straight, you know? He just can't answer it. Right. It's a yes or no question. He won't answer it. That's my point. He's not answering the question. He's not answering it because he knows that Karmelo's guilty. He knows it's just that Karmelo's black, guys. So he gotta side with Karmelo. I'm asking this dude, listen, bruh, simple. Yes or no question. Watch me get him, guys. Simple. Yes or no question. If your son pushed Karmelo and Karmelo stabbed your son in the heart, do you agree that what Karmelo did was in self-defense and that your son deserved to die? Bro, I tell you, bro. Notice he can't answer, guys. Do you see? This is why there's black fatigue, fam. This is why. You know how stupid you look, dog, in the live chat? You know how dumb you look, fam? I would be embarrassed. I would have just left already. He's still saying, I answered the question 10 times already. That's why I answered the question. I asked this dude simple yes or no. You still ain't answered the question. What's the matter with you? Guys, are you seeing this? Let me do a poll. Let me do a poll. Let me see what the people have to say. I'm not even gonna waste my time with the poll because I already done know what the people say. I already know what the people think already in regards to this dude. This dude ain't even answering the question, fam. You're a waste. You're a waste of time, dog. Like for real, you should be embarrassed. And I hope you don't got no son, because if you have a son, he should be concerned about who his father is, because you can't even answer for your own damn son. That's a shame. You're sad, bro. Sad that I asked you a fucking question like a man and you can't even answer with a yes or a no. If your damn son was killed by Karmelo because your son pushed him, do you think that Karmelo is justified in self-defense for killing your son? Yes or no? Still can't answer it, fam. Still can't answer it, bruh. Guys, do you see this? This is why you can't take black folks serious, bro. This is why you ninjas wasn't on that jury. This is why. Do you see how he can't even answer? Because he know if he say no, then that debunks everything. And if he say yes, that means he don't even love his son. So it's like he's in a position where he can't even answer the question. Everybody's waiting for this clown to answer the question like a man. He still can't answer. Still can't. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing, fam. This guy has the floor to answer the question. He still can't answer the question, man. Damn. Sad. Anyway, we'll get up on out of here, man. Rate, comment, and subscribe, guys, because we're never getting an answer from this guy. We're never getting no answer. And he represents the black community. He represents all of the black folk who I asked the very same question to. They can't answer the question. You know? They can't answer the question. And that's the problem. They can't. Because they know good and well. Now notice this other person, the problem says he answered, clown. Okay, let me ask you the question, idiot. To the problem. Answer with a simple yes or no. If your son was at his event where him and his team is competing, and Karmelo got into the tent, and they asked him to leave the tent, and your son pushed Karmelo, and Karmelo pulls out a knife, stab your son to death in the heart, kills him, claims self-defense. Are you cool with that? Yes or no? Would you be riding on social media saying, "Free Karmelo"? Answer the question. Ah, boy. Answer the question. The problem. Yes or no? Guys, do you see what we got to deal with? Do you see what we got to deal with, guys? I asked one person, they didn't answer. I asked another person, and they still won't answer. I'm out of here, gang. Y'all take care. These people are idiots, bro. They can't answer the question. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube, bringing you the truth, 100% raw and